Well, the rains, the storms have blown through here in Colorado Springs, and after about an hour and 15-minute weather delay, we are ready to play soccer here, USL style here in Colorado Springs. Josh Howe alongside Roland Vargas. And Roland, what a matchup in anticipation of this one here tonight. Of course, the second time in 6 days these two teams are meeting in round one. It was the Switchbacks prevailing in Sacramento thanks to this beautiful goal by Ronnie Argueta.
What a strike it was from the defensive midfielder. Ronnie Argueta stepped forward from his normal position right in front of the back four. Beat a couple players, nice bit of trickeration, and what a nasty finish to the upper 90 for Ronnie Argueta. Goal came early in the third minute, but the Switchbacks were able to hold on defensively. They went almost with the back five defensively after that early goal. They were able to hold on and get a famous win out there in Sacramento, 1-0.
Well, that goal propelled the Switchbacks to the top of the Western Conference standings right now at 38 points. And meanwhile, for Sacramento, they're right there still in the top six. But this is a gritty team and certainly a lot to play for here tonight in Colorado Springs.
One of the quality organizations in the USL. They peppered the Switchbacks goal after the Switchbacks went up early 1-0. You can see David Legoric there making a save. Another save here from David Legoric for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. It was a good win for the Switchbacks. They held on, but Sacramento Republic did enough in that game to make me think that they might be looking for 3 points here at Sand Creek Stadium tonight. Luckily, I was able to get a moment with head coach Steve Tritchu just before this match, before the rains came, and he was able to tell me what he was expecting from Sacramento Republic. Coach, your second game in 6 days against Sacramento Republic. Do you expect any changes from your opponents tonight?
Yeah, I already got their lineup, and it says they're gonna come with a different formation, a couple different changes to their lineup, and what they've been saying is they're gonna come get us. So we're gonna be ready, but we're gonna go after them tonight.
After your early goal in the last game, you guys fell back, played almost a little bit more defensively. Do you expect your team to do that here tonight?
Not at all. We're gonna go at them, and we're gonna press them high and win the ball in their half and score some goals tonight.
How much do you think the altitude could help your team tonight?
Well, that's what we have to play fast. We have to play fast on defense, play fast in attack, and make them suffer a little bit. So that's the game plan tonight.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We'll see how it plays here tonight. The Switchbacks, one of the top scoring teams of the USL. The Republic FC at the Switchbacks coming up next on Xfinity Sports.
Doing what we do for a living, we have to give that extra mile, even when you think you can't. Because not only are we taking care of people, but we're taking care of ourselves. At Centura, it is a culture of health. And as a group, we've brought that to the forefront to demonstrate to patients.
See Juliana's inspiring story at CenturaConnected.org.
At Whole Foods Market, values matter. So all of the fresh beef we sell comes from cattle who've had room to roam. No antibiotics, no added hormones. Third-party rated for animal welfare, raised by people with responsible ranching practices on over 1,000 U.S. ranches. Like Hearst Ranch, because to us, value is inseparable from values. Whole Foods Market, America's healthiest grocery store.
This August on CET, Bronco season is right around the corner as they introduce to you the updates at Dove Valley and their new players. Then head to the rink to check out top inline hockey action at the Mission Bauer Invitational. Laugh out loud with the hilarious Improv TV Colorado. High school sports are ready to roll, and XSR will be there to cover it all. New season premiere August 30th. It's all this August on CET. Dig in and let's eat. Coming this September only on CET. Out West is back for a whole new season of adventures around Colorado. Coming September only on CET. Dig in and let's eat. Coming this September only on CET. Out West is back for a whole new season of adventures around Colorado. Coming September only on CET. The Switchbacks continue to climb as they take on the Tulsa Roughnecks on August 5th. And last year's USL champs, the Sacramento Republic, on August 14th. The Colorado Switchbacks only on CET.
A gorgeous overcast night here in Colorado Springs. The Switchbacks and Republic FC here, the starting lineup for Colorado Springs.
Starting tonight for your Switchbacks. Number 1, David Gorick. Number 25, Jordan Burns. Number 3, Chris Christian. Number 2, Josh Phillips. Number 30, Clay Bejarano. Number 8, Ronnie Argueta. Number 4, the captain, Luke Vercaloni. Number 21, Shintaro Harada. Number 10, Miguel Gonzalez. Number 12, Mike Sack. Number 15, Chandler Hoffman.
So the starting lineup for the Switchbacks here tonight on a gorgeous night after the rains rolled through about an hour and 20-minute delay when all is said and done. But we are ready for soccer to the heavyweights here in the Western Conference. The Switchbacks, of course, led by the leading goal scorer on this team, Luke Vercaloni, 10 goals and 7 assists.
Top lineup for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks tonight. Chris Christian comes in for J.J. Greer. J.J. Greer unlucky to miss out, but it'll be Christian and Phillips partnering each other in the heart of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks defense.
David Agoric with 7 shutouts this season for Sacramento. Well, another dynamic offensive talent. Rodrigo Lopez leads the charge, 9 goals and 4 assists, leads the team in both those categories for the Republic FC.
Lopez, a very good player. I think he'll tuck in just behind the strikers for the Sacramento Republic FC. He's a player that the Colorado Springs Switchbacks are going to have to stay tight to, both his passing and his goal scoring. Top notch here in the USL Western Conference so far this season.
The military family of the night, Staff Sergeant Russell Grant. He's been an Army medic for 10 years and has been on 3 deployments to Iraq and Afghanistan. Staff Sergeant Grant's wife, Ashley, is an ICU nurse at Evans Community Hospital. Staff Sergeant Grant is here with his children, Zoe and Brooklyn. So we certainly thank you for your service to our community. The officials for tonight's game, Marco Antonio Vega is the lead official. With him, the associate referee, Jacob Harold Semsenico, and Miguel Urbina Barrios. The officials for tonight on a gorgeous night. This field took in a lot of rain in a short amount of time, but here at Sand Creek Stadium, it's holding up just fine. A gorgeous evening it's turned out to be here after rains rolled through. Temperatures comfortable here. The weather report tonight brought to you by Associates in Dental Care, the official dental care partner of Switchbacks FC. Kickoff here about 67 degrees here at game time. Push back some 1 hour and 20 minutes. We are ready to go. The Switchbacks at a home black-white numbers attacking from left to right. On your screen are the Republic FC from right to left, and the road white jerseys, maroon numbers, maroon shorts, and we are just about ready to go. I'd like to welcome all those of you tuning in here along the Front Range on CET Sports, and also in Comcast in Sacramento, in our KRDO News Radio 105.5 FM and 1240 AM, and all around the world on the web. We are underway here at Sand Creek Stadium. The Switchbacks first place in a Western Conference at a USL, controlling here early on. This Switchback team has been outstanding this season. They have been nearly perfect at home, just 1 blemish this season, or actually 2 blemishes, but they have been outstanding here in 2015.
Both those losses, of course, coming to teams from Oklahoma, so the Switchbacks are glad to see the end of teams coming in from the state of Oklahoma here to Sand Creek Stadium, as we see Coach Steve Tritchie all bundled up in the rain, sitting next to Waldy Harris, the assistant coach, head coach Steve Tritchie with the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Well, Tritchie, what a job he has done. 12-72, the Switchbacks on top of the Western Conference, 38 points. And again, they have been unbelievable at home. They're 8-2-1, and as Roland mentioned, the 2 losses to Oklahoma City, that was in the home opener. And then Tulsa, the Roughnecks, came in here and put on a great display to deal the Switchbacks just their 2nd loss here in Colorado Springs. The Sacramento team comes in 10 wins in the 2015 season. Again, the defending USL champions. And Sacramento on the attack here early on, playing at altitude here. 6,550 feet. Sacramento shot from the left side and a goal. Sacramento strikes in the 2nd minute. And they have shockingly gone up 1-0 here in Colorado Springs.
Thomas Stewart with the strike. What a fantastic goal from Stewart. Very reminiscent of Ronnie Argueda's goal in the first game out in Sacramento. What a beautiful strike right to the top 90. Nothing that David Lagoric could do. Perfectly placed strike as we see here. Stewart taking the ball off his left peg. Challenge coming in from Ronnie Argueda just a little bit late, right into the upper 90 past David Lagoric. What a fantastic goal for the Sacramento Republic. 1-0 early.
So Thomas Stewart gets the scoring started in the 2nd minute. Last week in Sacramento, the Switchbacks struck Ronnie Argueda in the 3rd minute. So the Switchbacks playing from behind here at home, a rare sight. They have jumped out early and often against opponents here at Sand Creek Stadium. Hard shot of the turf. And we play on. So in the back, it's Shin Harada. Here to the box backside, and there to secure is Patrick McLean for Sacramento. McLean, the keeper for the Republic FC. He has played every game this season, 890 minutes coming in. He's been outstanding. 6 shutouts, a 1.19 goals against average, and he's got a 1-goal lead here early on to the opening half against the Switchbacks.
He's one of the best goalkeepers in the USL's Western Conference, one of the best goalkeepers in all of the USLs. We see Paul Buckle on the sidelines there for the Sacramento Republic FC, their head coach. Just taken over about a month ago, a month and change in Sacramento. He's done a good job. He's had a couple up and down results, obviously, with that loss against the Switchbacks a week ago, but Paul Buckle's a top quality coach. He's got a top quality resume from a lot of clubs in England. He coached at Torquay, he coached at Bristol. He's a good coach, and he's going to bring a lot of experience and a lot of passion into Sacramento.
And Buckle at his 3rd match as head coach of the Republic FC. His first game out, he knocked off Seattle 2-0, and of course the last outing, a tough loss at home last Saturday night to this very same Switchback team. And Sacramento with the win, no call. We play on, and Sacramento now holding and looking to set it up. This is a very technically savvy team and great skill with the ball.
American soccer fans might also know Paul Buckle. He's married to Rebecca Lowe. Rebecca Lowe, the host of NBCSN's soccer coverage. I saw her earlier today hosting the Manchester United Aston Villa game on NBCSN. So that's just a bit of a trivia, a bit of a pat on the back to Paul Buckle as well. And
that ball headed back by Chris Christian, new to the lineup here as of the last couple of matches, and he has been huge. This back end of the defense for the Switchbacks, certainly one of the strengths this season. Got even stronger with Chris Christian into the lineup the last 2 games.
Came over from Atlanta, NASL, the Silverbacks. Met the team in Denver at the airport, went straight to Sacramento with the Colorado Springs Switchbacks and fit right into their starting lineup for the game last week in Sacramento.
Left side, chipped into the court of the 18. It'll roll through the end line. You can see the patch in the court of the penalty box. The field in much better condition as the Switchbacks in a hole early on thanks to that goal. Beautiful goal there by Thomas Stewart.
Perfect strike from Thomas Stewart. Leaning back a little bit, I was worried that ball might go over, but he caught that ball perfectly. Just a little bit of slice on the outside of his foot. Flew past David Lagoric. Bit of a courtesy dive there from Goric. Nothing he could do to stop that one. That was just a perfectly placed strike.
No, I can't say enough about the conditions here. Sand Creek Stadium, the grounds crews did a tremendous job. It was a rough start this season. We had a ton of rain, but they've done a good job getting this field back into good playing condition here with 3 games to go at home of the regular season. Switchbacks, of course, hoping for much more than that right now on top of the Western Conference standings at 38 points. But boy, you talk about a bunched up field. 5 points separates the 6th team and the #1 team of the Western Conference.
just a couple losses, a couple wins could move a team out of playoff position into the 2 or 3 spot, and the Switchbacks could fall all the way from the number 1 spot to out of playoff contention if they were to be on the back end of some bad results. They've obviously got a very difficult 3-game road trip coming up after this game, so this game is one that head coach Steve Tritchu for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks circled. Definitely wants 3 points out of this matchup, but so far it's not going the Switchbacks' way. The Sacramento Republic playing very technically, controlling the ball well, not being pressured too far up the field. And obviously they got that early goal, so it's all to do for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks so far here tonight.
So possession game here early on for Sacramento, playing with that 1-goal lead, and of course playing at altitude. Last week it was in Sacramento in front of 11,000 plus, a great atmosphere, and what a soccer city Sacramento has turned into. Chip up in front, Chris Christian in position again for the Switchbacks, and here they go. Argueta spins out of trouble.
As you were saying, Sacramento, one of the hotbeds of soccer, growing hotbeds of soccer in the country. I don't want to disappoint anybody at the USL, but if there were ever a city that deserved an MLS franchise, it would be Sacramento. The Republic looking to potentially move to the MLS 2018. They're already taking season ticket requests for a potential move to MLS, building a 18,000-seater stadium closer to downtown in Sacramento. That would be a great move for the fans out there in Sacramento, the capital of California. They have a wonderful supporting group there at Bonnie Field. They pack that place almost every night, 11,000. And as I was talking to head coach Steve Tritchu earlier at practice this week, he said the atmosphere there last week was almost like an MLS game. I mean, it's just fantastic, the support the Sacramento Republic has.
And the home crowd tonight, quiet here for the Switchbacks. A good turnout considering the fans had to exit the stadium due to lightning when this game was originally supposed to kick off about 7 tonight. But a good turnout. Fans stuck around to the cars. They're back here filling the seats. And a nice crowd here on a gorgeous Friday night here in Colorado Springs. And taken away here by Sacramento on the run across midfield. Republic FC an opportunity here looking to build this 1-goal lead, chipped up to the top of the 18th. And there is Josh Phillips again. He has been sensational last week. Played his way out of the USL first team all-week honors. He has certainly been to the rocks of this back end for the Switchback defense.
And you can see the confidence that head coach Steve Tritchu has in Josh Phillips, changing up his usual partner J.J. Greer, removing Greer from the starting lineup, bringing in Chris Christian, just shows how much respect he has for Josh Phillips.
Mercadotti's got Bejarano to his right, dumps it off to Bejarano into the court of the 18, and then chipped out of there by Sacramento. And they'll get there in time, keep it in play.
Very composed defending from Sacramento Republic. Very good on the ball, Sacramento. Very technically sound, very good in possession.
So Sacramento with the goal here in the 2nd minute. They've now outscored their opponent 17-9 in the opening half. That's big because they've been outscored in the second half. So certainly a first half team. The Switchbacks have been dominant in both halves, but right now on the short end, Vercalotti goes down. Delayed whistle. And a foul called on Sacramento. I believe that's going to go against Justin Braun, number 17 for the Republic FC.
That is Braun, the captain there, just getting a little bit too handsy with Luke Vercaloni, pulling him down, getting his hand across his shoulder and just pulling down the Switchbacks captain. This is a magnificent opportunity here for the Switchbacks. They're going to bring both their central defenders forward. Shintaro Harada is going to take this ball, try to whip it in with his right foot, place it right on top of the penalty spot for the attacking Chris Christian and Josh Phillips.
So Shin Harada on the free kick here for the Switchbacks. 10th minute, trailing by a goal. Strike with the right foot, top of the 18, and cleared out of there with the left foot by Sacramento.
Poor free kick there by the Switchbacks. Had a great opportunity there. Ball just wasn't good enough to get on for any of the Switchbacks players to get on the end of it.
And David Agorek out to play it for the Switchbacks. How good has David been in goal? 10-4-0 this season, 7 shutouts. That's tied for second of the USL. Here's Mike Seth to his left now. In traffic, gets it through the left side. And boy, good recovery defensively by Sacramento as Seth had Jordan Burt down the left side, could not connect.
And now you can see Jordan Burt out of position as the Sacramento Republic flood forward down the right-hand side. That's a late challenge there and an early yellow card. I think that's going to go against Miguel Gonzalez. It is going to go against Miguel Gonzalez. He was late there. Referee right on top of that one. Miguel Gonzalez maybe getting a little bit of payback from earlier when he was fouled. But yeah, as we see there, Miguel Gonzalez just a little bit late, taking out the player.
And Kalimala slow to get up for the Republic FC. So free kick coming up here for Sacramento. And Miguel Gonzalez issued the yellow card. Miguel saw sparing minutes. The first meeting between these two teams last Saturday In Sacramento, of course, Steve Tritchue has got a lot of talent, a lot to choose from in terms of lineup selection, opting to tweak it just a bit here tonight in round 2 against Sacramento.
He's going to have to be very careful for the rest of this game now. Miguel Gonzalez picking up that early yellow card.
Soft touch, one hop to David Agoric, quickly out of goal, and he'll throw it in near side to Glade Bejarano. Bejarano across midfield, and Switchbacks glad to have him back in the lineup after an absence a week ago in Sacramento.
Not a good place to lose the ball there for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, but you can see the early high press there from Sacramento Republic. Lopez getting on the ball often early, just drifting around that central midfield area, helping out his defenders, but also not afraid to go forward. Number 8 for the Sacramento Republic.
And this is the Switchbacks game at home. Press early and pressed often. The tempo has been outstanding in this great run they've had at home. Again, the Switchbacks 8-2-1 here at Sand Creek Stadium.
It's been Sacramento so far with the better of the pressing, but we'll see how that affects their legs here at altitude, 6,500 feet, as you were saying, as we get toward the end of the first half.
And Sacramento now across midfield, working with that 1-0 lead. They'll give it off to Braun, the captain. Now back near midfield, controlling with the left foot is Barrera. Near side, and played well with the left foot by Kiffey. And Kiffey avoids the tackle, dumps it into the box, opportunity, and a shot off the left foot. Couldn't get a solid strike on the ball was Keely Mala.
Keely Mala there out of Pakistan. I think that ball hit his standing foot, just took it out of his way. We'll see here on the replays. Nice little bit of trickeration there by number 20. Gets it into Keely Mala. Nope, he just caught a little bit extra of the turf, just caught some of the turf there. He was unable to get his foot wrapped around that ball, and luckily for David Legoric, he wasn't able to get a shot on goal because he was clean through.
Well, the opportunities early on for Sacramento should not be a surprise when you take a look at the numbers from that first meeting. Sacramento outshot the Switchbacks 11-3.
They did, but a little bit of that has to be down to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks sitting so defensively, going to a back 5. Once they got that goal, they almost thought to themselves, well, this is enough. Let's go into a bend, don't break defense. So a little bit of that has to be attributed to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks sitting so defensively. But of course, Sacramento Republic, a very offensive team, a very possession-oriented team, and they'll have no problem creating lots of chances tonight based on what we've seen in the first 10-12 minutes.
Quick foul called on Rodrigo Lopez as we play it up at midfield. Christian off the feed from Phillips. Shin Harada surveys. Switchbacks with the first of 3 remaining home games here in the regular season. Just gets through. Miguel Gonzalez not able to get a foot on it. And quickly McLean out to play it for Sacramento. McLean, we talked about the impressive numbers for David Agoric, but McLean, 6 shutouts this season, 10 wins, 58 saves, a .699 save percentage. And again, he has played in every game this season for Sacramento. You talk about championship clubs, this certainly is one of those. Inaugural season of the USL, they won it all last season. And here they are in contention, just 5 points out of first place here as we enter the stretch run here in August.
Very difficult team to beat, be that at home or on the road. Of course, we already talked about that wonderful home field advantage that they have at Bonnie Field in Sacramento. But this is a team that doesn't change the way they play, whether they go on the road or whether they're at home. They like to possess the ball. They're very technical from the back moving forward. It's a very quality team, one of the best teams we've seen here in Colorado Springs so far this season.
Plains ball dies a quarter of the way down the field, and the Switchbacks not able to get through defensively. Sacramento in position. Fans, if you visit the new USLsoccer.com website, get the latest news, live stats, and check out the new social media hub only on USLsoccer.com. Bejarano into the box, and it's gets through. Opportunity out for the Switchbacks. Seth on top. Dargetta feeds it in, headed up in the air, and now flicked out of there by Sacramento.
That was unlucky for Bejarano. Bit of a cross-come shot, bit of a schross there by Bejarano, just caught between 2 minds. Unlucky for him, that ball wasn't able to find its way to Chandler Hoffman, who was waiting for it. As we see there, Bejarano just whipping that ball across. Chandler Hoffman, and impossible for him to take a touch with so much pace that was put on that ball.
Chandler Hoffman, 14 goals, 19 games last season with the LA Galaxy 2, first team all USL selection. And of course spent some time with the Dynamo on loan. An opportunity here to really get back in the groove offensively, to see much more playing time, and he is really working his way into playing shape. I say playing shape, playing at 6,550 feet.
He's a fantastic player, Chandler Hoffman. He's shown that already in the Switchbacks colors.
Top of the 18 now, Sacramento wheels out of trouble. They'll set it up, and up top it goes to Mirkovic.
Braun here, the captain, dropping a little bit deeper, using his defense well.
Sacramento showing great patience here in a possession game, looking for some opportunities. Clementa, and then a captain, Justin Braun, drops it back near midfield, and Sacramento content to set it up here.
Well won by Miguel Gonzalez.
And Gonzalez in that starting role tonight comes up with the ball, and now Gorick to play it out here for the Switchbacks in the 17th minute. 1-0 our score, in case you just joined us. Thomas Stewart the difference. He scored the 2nd minute, and that has Sacramento out to a 1-0 lead. Sacramento currently tied for 5th in the conference standings, 33 points. Switchbacks trying to hold on to the top spot here with 38 coming in. This is the marquee matchup tonight in the USL.
Are you the #1 Switchbacks fan? Prove it by posting a photo of yourself in your yearly.
So Bejarano to play it in the near side for the Switchbacks. Strong throw in, quarter of the 18, headed straight up in the air. And here comes Sacramento.
Well played by Sacramento.
Room on the right side, and they'll push it up near midfield. Sacramento on the move with a goal in hand. Now reverse field, and Sacramento will play it near side here to James Kiffey. Content to hold the ball at this stage of the game. 18th minute. Getting a beautiful goal from Stewart, and that is a huge cushion for this team, who's taking on the Switchbacks for the 2nd time in 6 days. Near side to Kiffey. Kiffey taps it with the left foot.
There's no problem pushing forward down that left-hand wing, Kiffey. Bejarano's got to be very diligent in his defensive work tonight.
Now, good ball movement here by Sacramento. They control. They have certainly won the possession game to this point of the game. We're early on, just the 18th minute. And good spacing here by Sacramento. Switchbacks on their heels here early out of the opening half. Quarter of the 18th, sent in on the cross, and it gets through. And Clay Bejarano there to cover for the Switchbacks.
Lucky there for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Again there, that was Caleb Moulin, just unlucky to get on the end of that one. Just a bit too far for him. Josh Phillips putting a ton of pressure on him. Clay Bejarano able to bring that one clear, but the Switchbacks really haven't been able to string too many passes together, especially in the Sacramento Republic half. It's been a very good defensive display so far for Sacramento.
And Sacramento at this point of the game able to take the crowd out of it. A quiet crowd here, a nice crowd on hand, but certainly an opportunity for the Switchbacks would pump that volume level up here at Sand Creek Stadium in a hurry. Miguel Gonzalez off the right foot, and that ball won by Sacramento. Now take it away. Opportunity here for the Switchbacks. Chandler. It's Hoffman again. Boy, he is so quick to the ball.
Good ball.
Cross headed up by Seth, and a diving stop to his left by Patrick McLean.
Penalty kick. Is this going to be a red or a yellow? It's a yellow card. Could have been a red card. Maybe should have been a red card for preventing a goal-scoring opportunity, but it's going to be a penalty kick for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. It's Vukovic with the yellow card. He's going to pick up a suspension now, I believe, but that's Vukovic with the yellow card. Penalty kick to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, and no doubt it'll be Captain Luke Furcoloni stepping up to take this one. As we see on the replay here, this ball whipped in with a little bit of pace here by Miguel Gonzalez, going for Mike Seth. Vukovic reaches up with his left hand, takes it right out of the forehead of Mike Seth. Penalty kick. Could have been a possible red card there. Vukovic with the yellow card.
So Nemanja Vukovic picks up the yellow card. Penalty shot coming up here for the Switchbacks. They're a perfect 7 for 7 this season, and leading the way in that category, the captain Luke Furcoloni. He has been perfect this season in penalty shots.
And I apologize, Vukovic will not be suspended. It's Mirkovic who's on 7 yellow cards, so one more and he's suspended 2 matches. Vukovic is okay, but he's going to have to be careful for the last 70 minutes of tonight's game, as we see the captain Luke Furcoloni stepping up, ready to take this one with his right foot.
So Luke Bercoloni to take it. Patrick McLean awaits in goal for Sacramento. Try to tie this game at 1. Bercoloni dances at the top of the 18. He'll move in. Bercoloni the shot and a tie game. We're even at 1 here in the 21st minute.
An unsavable penalty from Luke Bercoloni. He went high, he went hard. Fast run up for Luke Bercoloni, the captain, and another goal from the penalty spot for Luke Bercoloni as the fans here at Sand Creek Stadium break out the cowbell. That's all we need here at Sand Creek Stadium is just that little bit more cowbell. Luke Bercoloni, a fantastic goal. High, nothing the goalkeeper could do. McLean dived low and dived to his right. Bercoloni put that one high into the goalkeeper's left. 1-1 here, 20th minute. Luke Bercoloni, fast run up. Perfectly finished just inside the crossbar. McLean diving to his right. 1-1 here. Colorado Springs Switchbacks, Sacramento Republic FC.
And Bercoloni with his team-leading 11th goal of the season, and the Switchbacks have tied it at 1 in a deflating turn of events here for Sacramento. They controlled early on, but credit that entire play to Mike Seth as far as setting up the opportunity for Luke Bercoloni. Seth using that great leaping ability, and he out-jumped the defender, and they committed the handball, and here we go. So tied up after the penalty kick by Luke Bercoloni.
What a cross it was from Miguel Gonzalez, stopping, cutting inside on his right foot, whipping that ball across with some bad intent was Miguel Gonzalez, and Mike Seth right there to head it, but Vukovic had to rise and had to handle that ball and get it out of there. Fair enough for the yellow card. Like I said, could have been a red card, but good refereeing. He was right on the spot. He saw that handball. 1-1.
Now Chandler Hoffman try to break free, and that's covered up defensively by Sacramento. Into the quarter. Republic FC plays on.
And you can see what that goal has done to the spirit of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. They're pressing higher. They're pressing with more intensity. That goal has definitely boosted their confidence and given them a raise here.
So Bercoloni plays it down off to Clay Bejarano. Loses that ball. And now Bercoloni quickly on the ground. He hops up. Sacramento wins it. Far side, they've got room. And able to get there in time is Emra Clementa. Clementa across midfield with the left foot. Taps it over the captain, Justin Braun. Braun by 2 defenders dumps it off.
Braun's been good so far for the Sacramento Republic. He's definitely been an offensive outlet for the Republic FC as we see Ronnie Argueta stepping forward wonderfully here.
A great ball with the right foot. Opportunity on the left side and a good stop and go into the front shot. And Mike Seth not able to finish. What a feed, and Seth, great position. Not able to put it away as Patrick McLean there in time with a great save.
Fantastic save by McLean. What an offensive move that was. Started by Ronnie Argueta for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks out to Miguel Gonzalez. Again, cuts in on that right foot. First time. A little bit off the shin there for Mike Seth. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but what a save there by McLean. Down hard and low to his right. Fantastic save here as we have a Heineken corner kick for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
You can see why McLean is one of the top keepers in the USL. So corner kick, Heineken corner kick. Bent in with the right foot, headed out of there by Sacramento, and the Switchbacks able to get there to control. And Bejarano lifts it up, top of the 18. McLean loses it for a moment, and Sacramento clears it out of harm's way, goes out to the far side. Switchback ball as Burt goes over to play it on the far side.
A little bit of butterfingers there by McLean. He might want to blame the wet conditions, the wet ball for that one. He came up, easy catch, no one around him. He just fumbled that one. Lucky that a Sacramento Republic defender was there to clear that one out of harm's way, but that was a big mistake there by McLean.
Phillips, long ball, quarter of the 18 is Gonzalez awaits. Sacramento, good position to win that ball, and the captain now, Justin Braun, able to win it here for Sacramento. Fans, a reminder, you can become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive league news and interactive content. Sacramento on the run, tied up at 1. Sacramento struck first. It was Thomas Stewart. Goal in the 2nd minute, and then Luke Bercoloni on a penalty shot, 21st minute. He's tied this game up at 1 apiece here.
What a game we have on our hands here.
And Chris Christian, great position. Christian, of course, on loan from the NASL. Big lift to this Switchback team. They are so deep in so many areas, and certainly that back line, one of them. Mike Seth, open field. He'll go far side. Gonzalez knocks it down. Miguel, room to run with the left foot, trying to send it into Seth. And now Gonzalez spins behind the defender, wins the ball, stop and go. Waits for help, now gets by the defender. Gonzalez, left side near the end line. He's bumped down to the ground, I believe. That will be switchback ball.
That's going to be a goal kick, I think. There, a little bit of nastiness by Miguel Gonzalez. A little bit of happy feet there. He beat a couple of defenders, but that ball just came off him last. A goal kick for the Sacramento Republic. Unlucky there for Miguel Gonzalez. He's certainly been a very hot offensive threat here in the opening 25 minutes for the Switchbacks.
Now Justin Braun up to play it. He has been active here in the early going for Sacramento. Midfield, Republic FC plays it across to the far side. A quick tap back, and there to cover is Danny Barrera.
Barrera just holding in front of the back four. He's pushed forward a couple times, but he's been holding in front of the back four mainly for the Sacramento Republic. He's a good player, number 5, Barrera. He's done well so far here tonight.
Well, everything you would expect. Second time in 6 days. Last week a 1-0 game in favor of the Switchbacks, and tonight another close one. More offense obviously in the early going. A goal apiece for both these teams.
Sacramento Republic really had the run of possession for the first 15 minutes, but after that, Colorado Springs Switchback started to get Chandler Hoffman, Miguel Gonzalez, a little bit more involved down their left-hand side, and that led to the equalizing goal. We've got a great contest here on our hands.
And rolling the transition from Coach Preki to now head coach Paul Buckle. Not a lot of change with Sacramento. They have stuck to what has worked this entire season. And obviously the players know the system, and it's worked and worked well.
You're absolutely right. Paul Buckle, like I said, an incredibly experienced coach. He had a couple of 4 different stints playing for Exeter City. He was an assistant manager with them as well. Played for Colchester United, had over 100 appearances for Colchester. He had a good managerial CV over in the United Kingdom as well, managing Torquay, Bristol Rovers, Luton Town, Cheltenham, and now he comes across to Sacramento Republic. And as you say, it's been almost a seamless transition from Preki over to Paul Buckle. Paul Buckle really has his players pressing offensively, very technically sound, using the ball well, keeping possession well, both at home and on the road, which is difficult to do in the USL. But credit has to go to Paul Buckle. He's got a good team on his hands, and he's done well to coach them up so far.
Buckle officially has been at the helm, a head coach of Sacramento Republic FC for about a month and 2 days. And he's got his team right now in the thick of the playoff chase, currently tied for 5th coming in. 33 points right now, tied up at 1 here against the Switchbacks. Sacramento looking to break this 1-1 tie, and it'll be switchback ball.
And everybody in the USL Western Conference will just be hoping that if Sacramento does make the playoffs, they're not going to be having home field advantage, because going to Bonnie Field with that crowd, 11,000 plus there in the capital of California, that's such a difficult place to play. So the rest of the Western Conference will probably be rooting for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks tonight just to try to keep Sacramento Republic just out of that top 3 playoff picture.
Oh, good win there by Sacramento. Is Mikovic able to take it away here for the Republic. Cross midfield now, played off the body there by Barrera.
Finding himself out in the left wing now, Barrera switched from his defensive midfield position. Lopez has taken that over. Barrera now out on the left-hand side.
And good challenge by Argueta, wanting for more help up from behind, and you can see the tempo and the mindset. It's press, press, press. And Josh Phillips, great hustle to get over there to clear it out on the near side.
Good speed there by Josh Phillips. Read the ball well, ball going in behind him, but he was able to come across and clear that one out. Well defended there by Josh Phillips, who's been the standout defender so far this season for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, and one of the best defenders in the entire USL.
Now to the center of the field, play by Mrkovic to Barrera. A little back and forth here. Mrkovic there to the center. A little bit of spacing here for Sacramento, trying to take advantage. And again, Josh Phillips in position. Sacramento opportunity. Feed into the top of the 18. They'll spin back. Sacramento, Barrera holds up, crosses it over, taps it back now. A good possession here by Sacramento, able to win this ball, but not for long as the Switchbacks take it away. Jordan Burt now at midfield.
Jordan Burt looking very accomplished on that left-hand side. He started the season over at right back for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks with Clay Bejarano playing on the left. A couple games ago, head coach Steve Tritchie had enough. He switched Burt and Bejarano, and so far that switch has worked out fantastically well with both players getting forward down the wings as Sacramento wins the ball back. Great ball forward, but there's Josh Phillips over there. Full beast mode there for Josh Phillips with the clearance. Well defended again by Josh Phillips.
Phillips with great speed, as it looked like Stewart had a step, but Phillips able to close and clear that ball out.
Timed that one perfectly, did Josh Phillips. He's limping a little bit now, holding his right thigh. Hope that's not an injury there for Josh Phillips, but that was a fantastic defensive clearance again there by the main man in the Colorado Springs Switchbacks defense.
Mercadoni hits the turf just outside the box. It'll be switchback ball here in the 30th minute, and Clay Bejarano over to take it. And another look as Mercadoni hits the turf.
Well defended there Good tackle, all ball out for a throw in. Clay Bejarano taking it long.
Quarter of the 18 headed out of there, and Sacramento, they'll play it in the quarter.
So composed, playing out of their own defensive line, Sacramento Republic. I haven't seen another team come into Sand Creek Stadium and been this composed on the ball so deep in their own half.
Phillips, the long run, and over to his keeper, David Agoric. Chris Christian now on the far side to bring it up for the Switchbacks. Fans, you can follow at USL on Twitter to become a league insider, join club conversations, and have a chance at exclusive getaways. And just missing, Bejarano trying to connect with Seth, and some frustration there on the part of Clay Bejarano.
Seth and Bejarano just getting their wires crossed there, just not communicating properly. Sacramento Republic able to clear that ball.
High ball, and it'll sail out near side. Can't get over how well this field is held up. We had a lot of rain in a short amount of time. It looks fantastic. Really no standing water to speak of, at least from this vantage point. Grounds crews did a tremendous job getting this field in a respectable shape here in mid-August.
If anything, that rain that we had that came down before the game delayed the start of this game, slickened up the surface a little bit. Ball really skidding off the top. So you see here Miguel Gonzalez again moving forward. Mike Seth looking for the far corner there. Mike Seth just leaning back too much, getting way under that one, and it floating harmlessly over McLean's goal.
So Patrick McLean to set it up on a goal kick here for Sacramento.
See there Mike Seth leaning back, not getting his knee over that ball. That one just flying harmlessly over McLean's net. Unlucky there for Mike Seth.
So the Republic FC of the Switchbacks tied up here, 32nd minute. It's turned out to be a gorgeous night, about an hour and 20-minute rain delay, but here we are. Two of the heavyweights of the Western Conference tied up here in the opening half. And David Agoric out to play it with the Switchbacks. Low ball deflected up. Help from behind. Here's Miguel Gonzalez. Gonzalez with the right foot.
Nice pass.
Big run here for Chandler Hoffman. Hoffman looking to track it down. He will. Wins it with the left foot. Chandler now holds up the cross, and that's cleared out of there by Sacramento. And Vercoloni with the burst, and now a whistle.
High foot there from Lopez. Vercoloni did stoop down for it, but it was a bit of a high foot from the number 8 there, Rodrigo Lopez, for the Sacramento Republic. So free kick here for the Switchbacks. Shintaro Harada, they're going to bring the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, going to bring both center backs forward, as we see here. Vercoloni stooping down for that one. Just a bit of a high foot. Nice call by the referee. Phillips and Christian up for this one. Shintaro Harada is going to be hoping for a little bit better service than on his first free kick from a very similar position.
So Shin Harada, soft touch, header, and right into the palms of Patrick McLean.
Perfectly positioned there. What a ball in from Shintaro Harada. Just floated that one, took a little bit of spin off of it, just floated it there to the back post for Josh Phillips. Josh Phillips left all alone. Unfortunately, his header right into the hands of McLean. Good save there by McLean, but unlucky there for Josh Phillips. He found himself in acres of space. He might have rushed that header, not knowing he had so much time. Unlucky there for the center back for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, as we see him pushing forward. Excuse me, that was Chandler Hoffman. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. That was Chandler Hoffman right in there behind Josh Phillips. Chandler Hoffman, the striker, just not able to get that one on net to really worry McLean.
So we play on, tied up at 1 here, 34th minute.
Looks as though the captain there, Braun, and Argueta got into a little bit of a skirmish off the ball there on the far side. Maybe we'll have a replay of that one. Not sure if we caught that one, but referee not blowing the whistle. The assistant referee went sprinting down. The fourth official went sprinting down the touchline there just to warn both players they were getting a little bit handsy there on the far side.
There's Justin Braun, the captain, far side, quarter of the 18. He hits the turf.
Good tackle.
And a good win there by the Switchbacks as Chris Christian to play it up now, and they'll set it up. The Switchbacks here tied up at 1, and physical game here in the first half.
You see Braun and Argueta, two of the biggest players on the field, both getting acquainted with the USL sign there on the far side. There's the fourth official just getting in the way there. Fourth official obviously doesn't have the size to break those two up, but he did a good job there getting in the middle of those two. Nothing really happening there. Just a couple words exchanged, and well refereed there by the fourth official on the far side.
Vercoloni plays it off his chest, and now Sacramento able to control. Up from behind, and going to get a whistle, and Quick whistle, I believe that's
Clay Bejarano just clipped Stewart there, just clipped him on the back of the Achilles. Stewart looking for the yellow card, but Bejarano just an inch late there. Maybe a last warning there for Clay Bejarano. Again, well refereed right on top of that one, coming across and just taking the sting out of it. This game heating up a little bit. Yeah, Bejarano just a little bit of a shirt pull combined with a little bit of a kick on the ankle. That'll definitely bring the player down. Stewart there just walking that one off. Good to see he's not injured from that one, but good refereeing there.
Sacramento into the switch back in. Braun hits the turf. They play on. Boy, pressure from behind it, a win by the Switchbacks, and quickly they'll get it out to Ronnie Argueta. Argueta's got room to run. Argueta approaching midfield. Off to Mike Seth. Quick touch with the left foot. Here they come near side. It's Clay Bejarano. Bejarano down the near side, and he'll get it off to Chandler Hoffman. So good ball movement here on this run by the Switchbacks.
Switchbacks much more composed here on the ball after that goal. Chris Christian now with the ball. Chris Christian slotting seamlessly into this defense. It's amazing how few practices he's had at altitude and with these Colorado Springs Switchbacks teammates, but he looks like he's been here with the Switchbacks the whole season next to Josh Phillips. But the Switchbacks getting much more confident on the ball as we see Miguel Gonzalez using his right foot again, looking for Mike Seth in behind, but the Switchbacks recycling that ball with Vercoloni out to the right-hand side here to Clay Bejarano.
And Clay's got room to run here. He'll send it in, top of the 18, headed out of there by Sacramento. Great position here by the Republic FC. Now dancing back is Argueta to set it up. Phillips up from behind, and Hirano plays it off the left foot. Now, this has been a well-played game by both these teams, possessing balls for a quality amount of time on both ends, and now Sacramento with the win. Fans, reminder, Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information. 1-1 our score, 37th minute, Sacramento. And a Switchbacks here. Near handball, we play on.
Yeah, Vukovic just stooped down to reach that one. The tall man there could have come off the inside of his arm, but no call there from the referee.
There to the switchback in, Sacramento. Plays on, and boy, they're content just to wait for an opening, and now a turnover. Here they come. Chandler Hoffman, left side, good feet. Opportunity. Vercoloni moves in. Vercoloni crosses it over. Vercoloni shot and a goal! Luke Vercoloni, his 12th goal of the season. The Switchbacks lead it 2-1 here in the 38th minute.
What a combination there by Mike Seth and Luke Vercoloni. Mike Seth waiting for the defender to step up, playing the offside trap, sliding that ball perfectly into the path of Luke Vercoloni. Luke Vercoloni drops his shoulder, a little bit of trickeration, a little bit of nastiness right here. Hey, goalkeeper, which way you going? I'm going right around you. I'm going to wait for the defender, and I'm going to put it in the back of the net. Fantastic finish there by Luke Vercoloni. 2-1 Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. 2 goals for the captain, Luke Vercoloni. What a finish that was, and what a pass there by Mike Seth, just waiting for the defender to close in on him before sliding that one out to Vercoloni to finish it off.
And that is against one of the top keepers in the league, Patrick McLean, juked, and Luke Vercoloni cashes in his 2nd goal tonight, his 12th goal of the season. The Switchbacks now lead at 2-1 here late in the opening half.
And that was all from the turnover by the Sacramento Republic, giving the ball away in the worst possible spot, isolating their 2 central defenders. Nothing they could do. They had to collapse on Mike Seth. They did. Mike Seth was able to find Vercoloni. Vercoloni was able to round the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper in that position, he had to guess which way he was going. Unfortunately for him, he guessed wrong. Vercoloni with the finish. But the Sacramento Republic are coming right back here looking for an equalizer. Well ushered out there by Chris Christian, using his immense size there just to get on top of that ball and see it one to the byline.
And that is the physicality that he brings.
Looking for Coloni here, giving the goalkeeper the eyes, looking far post, dropping his shoulder. Goalkeeper tried to grab his foot. He even waited for the defender to come back, and he was able to slot that one home. Big celebration for Luke Vercoloni, jumping into Chandler Hoffman's arms. What a finish that was there by the Colorado Springs FC captain.
Now the captain, the finisher tonight. 2 goals and a 2-1 lead here in the 39th minute. That has got to be deflating for Sacramento. They have played well. Another opportunity here. Hoffman breaks 3. Hoffman now trying to get loose of the box.
Great speed.
He'll run it down and not able to keep it in play. Rolls through the end line, but you can see the threat that Chandler Hoffman poses on the back end of that Sacramento defense.
Great speed there by Chandler Hoffman, just unable to get on the end of that one. He ended up taking it out of bounds. He was well ushered out in the end by the Sacramento Republic defense, but you can see both the speed and, of course, the quality. Chandler Hoffman's got MLS quality written all over him, and, of course, he brings that here to the USL. Very difficult for any team to defend him. Sacramento Republic finding it out the hard way so far here tonight.
So Sacramento There to the switchbacks in. Down to goal. Chris Christian again. Boy, winning that ball, and it's going to sail out. But he uses the size to get in position. Not able to win it. Sacramento, we play on. Switchbacks with the 1-goal lead. The Switchbacks now this season have outscored their opponents 23-11 in the opening half. So impressive as David Agoric out to play it here in goal for Colorado Springs. And boy, a 1-goal cushion is huge for a keeper the quality of David Agoric.
This game really turned on its head. What a fantastic early goal that was by Sacramento Republic. For the first 15 minutes of the game, they were dominating the Sacramento Republic, as we see Clay Bejarano getting the fans up, getting a little bit more cowbell action into the game here at Sand Creek Stadium, #cowbell. But of course, the Sacramento Republic were all over the Colorado Springs Switchbacks the opening 15 minutes. But once they got that goal in the 20th minute, we see Jordan Burt with a long blast just past the right-hand side there of McLean. What a strike that was from Jordan Burt off his right foot. But as I was saying, Sacramento Republic really dominated the opening quarter of an hour of this game, but so far it's been Colorado Springs Switchbacks and all Colorado Springs Switchbacks. We see Jordan Burt, no players open, why not have a shot? Whistles right past the right-hand post of McLean there. I think the goalkeeper had that one covered. It was good goalkeeping, but very close there from Jordan Burt, not afraid to take a shot from 30 yards plus.
So a quality strike for Jordan Burt and the Switchbacks holding on to that 1-goal lead here, taking in the 42nd minute. Good win by Chris Christian, but Sacramento able to recover on that ball, and Sacramento will play to the switchback in for the moment. Miguel Gonzalez retreating on defense, and Shin Harada back there as well. You've got Luke Vercoloni shading towards the middle. Throw to the captain, Justin Braun.
Braun's been very impressive in this first half. Like I said earlier, he is the offensive outlet for Sacramento, but he's also dropping deeper, facilitating possession for his team and keeping the ball moving side to side. I've been very impressed with Braun, the captain, so far tonight for Sacramento Republic.
Hoffman bumped to the back and now chipped across midfield. Room to run here for Seth. Defender falls down. Seth controls off the body. Seth now top of the 18. Right-footed strike, and McLean another beautiful save, diving to his left to keep this a 2-1 game.
As you said, Josh, this time down low to his left. McLean's been putting on a goalkeeping clinic here tonight. Mike Seth, Luke Vercoloni taking the defender with him, opened up there for Mike Seth on his right foot. That ball was knuckling to the outside. Might have been going just a little bit wide. McLean wasn't to know that. Well across his left-hand side, and a nice save there, giving a corner to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, which Shintaro Harada will take as Josh Phillips and Chris Christian come forward for this corner kick.
So Shin Harada with a right-footed strike here on the corner kick, 43rd minute. Harada straight up in the air, backside, headed up, bounces around. Chris Christian now with the left foot, top of the 18. Miguel Gonzalez swings it left to Chandler Hoffman. Hoffman now on the cross, goes all the way through the end line. No, Shin Harada keeps it in. He's got room to run. Now the cross headed backside, and it misses everybody. Boy, you had a leaping Josh Phillips on the backside and just sailed a bit high.
That was Ronnie Argueta there, straight off the corner kick, coming in late. As we see here on the replay, Ronnie Argueta coming in, beating his defender, but it was well blocked there. I think that was Vukovic there with the block, standing in the right place at the right time, and unlucky for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks not to get one of those on net there. As we see Ronnie Argueta with his new haircut, unlucky to get that one on net there from Argueta. Attacked that ball at the perfect time, just unable to get that one there. Vukovic in the way. He's done well, Vukovic. Obviously, he picked up that yellow card, but he's marshaled his defense well, used his size expertly. Well done by David Agoric, playing sweeper keeper there.
Well, and Sacramento with a good run there is Kalamoli was closing in a hurry for Sacramento.
They got in behind Phillips and Christian, one of the only times they've done that tonight, but David Agoric was quickly off his line, able to clear that one well.
Near side, Sacramento plays it. This is Kiffey. Kiffey now crosses it over, moves towards the top of the 18. Good feed on the left side. Opportunity here for Sacramento. Defender falls down, and a ball ricocheted over the top of the crossbar. It's Kelly Mola, another good look for Sacramento, but defensively, Bejarano covers for the Switchbacks.
I believe that was Josh Phillips there coming across. Clay Bejarano just going sliding past, and that's Josh Phillips coming in, getting his face on the end of that ball, it looked like. Able to clear that one. David Agoric was right behind it, but no idea where that ball was going, and fantastic defending there once again from Josh Phillips. The referee just going to calm everybody down here on this free kick.
So a corner kick coming up here for Sacramento. 45th minute. And hustling over is Danny Barrera.
Kalimula and Mike Seth there just getting acquainted there on the penalty spot as they wait for this corner kick to come in. Lopez with the corner kick.
So the leading goal scorer, Rodrigo Lopez, to take the corner here for Sacramento. Try to even it up here late in the opening half. It's 2-1. Lopez, good ball, low ball, played there off the left foot by Sacramento. Now Lopez near side. We got a whistle, offside the call.
Just a little bit lazy coming back from that corner kick. Easy offside.
All USL regular season and playoff games are available live, free, and in HD on YouTube. Connect with the USL YouTube channel today.
I remember last week my social life was in such dire standings. I was watching Cowden Beath on the on YouTube. This week I've been watching Turkish second division soccer while I'm sitting at home alone. So thanks to YouTube for broadcasting that to me, but thanks to my friends for not having any and coming over to watch any soccer with me.
Well, tonight on YouTube, this is the marquee matchup of the USL, and a lot of fans able to get a peek at this one. Like to welcome all of our viewers in Sacramento tonight. Got a good one. Sacramento went up 1-0 in the second minute off the goal by Thomas Stewart, but the Switchbacks have scored 2 unanswered, 1 a penalty kick by Luke Vercoloni in the 21st minute, and then Vercoloni a beautiful move in the 38th minute to put the Switchbacks up by 1. That's where we stand here. Extra time coming up here. A couple of minutes to go in the remaining moments of the first half.
It's been a fantastic first half so far. Sacramento Republic dominating early. Switchbacks coming back into the game a little bit later to sort of clean out the end of the second half here as we see 2 minutes of stoppage time at the fourth official. There's the fourth official who got in between the players there on the far side, but it's been a wonderfully played first half by both teams, and a wonderful advert, great advert for fantastic top-notch level soccer. Easy for me to say here in the USL.
Klein, a good punt, drives it across midfield, a couple of hops, and David Agoric scoops it up for the Switchbacks. Again, Colorado Springs, this is one of 3 remaining home games of the regular season. They've got a tough stretch coming up down the wire. And that is going to do it for the opening half. Well, 45 minutes of the books, and the Switchbacks find themselves out on top. 2-1 our score. We'll come back, recap the opening half. The Switchbacks leading Sacramento here at the half.
At Kaiser Permanente, everything you need is under one roof. Another way care and coverage together makes life easier. Okay, a little easier. Become a member of Kaiser Permanente, because together we thrive.
Women are proving through history that they're a valuable asset on and off the battlefield. Discover this amazing documentary as it chronicles women in the military. A Vision of Valor. Women Warriors, all this month on Comcast Entertainment Television.
Headed to the mountains? Watch Good Morning Vail now on CET Comcast Entertainment Television for everything you need to know before you hit the slopes. Good Morning Vail, your local resource for mountain weather, snow totals, and travel conditions. We'll be your guide from the first chairlift ride to the final run of the season. So don't miss the fun. Watch Good Morning Vail live every day at 7 a.m. on Comcast Entertainment Television. Good Morning Vail. Be in the know before you go.
The Switchbacks continue to climb as they take on the Tulsa Roughnecks on August 5th, and last year's USL champs, the Sacramento Republic, on August 14th. The Colorado Switchbacks only on CET. Dig in and let's eat, coming this September only on CET.
Well, what an opening half here at Sand Creek Stadium. The Switchbacks leading Sacramento Republic FC by a score of 2-1. Back here in the booth, Josh Howe, Roland Vargas, and Roland, everything we expected after last week's 1-0 finish in Sacramento. Another great one playing out here tonight.
One of the best halves of soccer we've seen here at Sand Creek Stadium. Wonderfully played by the Sacramento Republic to open up that half. First quarter of an hour, they dominated. The Switchbacks came back into the game. Luke Vercoloni, 2 goals, 2-1 Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. But what a great commercial this has been for USL Soccer, and so well played by both teams.
Well, Sacramento needed a quick start. They would get that, a goal in the second minute. That really set the tone for the Republic FC.
It did indeed. The Republic FC, they were all over the Switchbacks to start this game. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC head coach Steve Tritchue talked about a fast start, talked about coming out early and pressing the Sacramento Republic, but it was the Republic who did exactly that to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Goal after just 2 minutes, very much like we saw in that first game, as we see here on the statistics here from the first half. Sacramento Republic just edging out the possession, 52 to 48% there, 2 goals to 1 obviously, but look at the shots, 8 shots for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks and just 3 for the Sacramento Republic. A couple of fantastic saves by McLean, Patrick McLean, in the goal for the Sacramento Republic. Fouls a little bit edging to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, 5-2. Very few corner kicks, only 3 corner kicks so far here tonight, but what a first half of soccer it was.
Well, and of course, this is a reversal from a week ago. The Switchbacks, of course, they got that goal in the 3rd minute. They kind of sat back, a little bit different, but Sacramento outshot the Switchbacks 11-3. So here the Switchbacks, 8 shots, and they get a couple of goals. Right now, a 2-1 lead. So certainly a great opportunity for the Switchbacks, and for Sacramento, the second half has not been their half. They've been on the minus side this season in terms of scoring. The Switchbacks +6 against their opponents. We'll see how that plays out here tonight.
Definitely, the Sacramento Republic are going to have to come out and do exactly what they did in the first 15 minutes of the opening half. They're going to press the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. They're going to look for a tying goal, and they're going to look to try to keep that altitude out of their legs, at least for the first half of the second half. They're going to try to be all over the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, and hopefully for the Switchbacks are going to be able to weather the storm, metaphorically, that's going to be coming from Sacramento Republic.
We'll see how it plays out here tonight. We're going to take a look at the highlights when we come back. A quick timeout, and come back and recap the scoring in the opening half. 2-1 Switchbacks out in front of Sacramento.
At Whole Foods Market, values matter. So the fresh fruits and vegetables we sell support organic and sustainable farming, grown locally on over 1,000 U.S. farms, and globally with our ethical trade program. Rated for sustainability and grown by people with responsible farming practices, like Staley Farms Organics. Because to us, value is inseparable from values. Whole Foods Market, America's healthiest grocery store.
Discover real people, finding self-reflection, dreams of superpowers, and the strength and courage of Batman. Tragedies become superpowers that each superhero can overcome. What would Batman do? Stand and fight. Legend of the Night, only on CET.
At Kaiser Permanente, everything you need is under one roof.
Awesome. You did all right.
Another way care and coverage together makes life easier. Okay, a little easier. Become a member of Kaiser Permanente, because together we thrive.
Women are proving through history that they're a valuable asset on and off the battlefield. Discover this amazing documentary as it chronicles women in the military. A Vision of Valor, Women Warriors, all this month on Comcast Entertainment Television. This August on CET, Bronco season is right around the corner as they introduce to you the updates at Dove Valley and their new players. Then head to the rink to check out top inline hockey action at the Mission Bauer Invitational. Laugh out loud with the hilarious Improv TV Colorado. High school sports are ready to roll, and XSR will be there to cover it all. New season premiere August 30th. It's all this August on CET. Shake off the winter cold by warming up your body with yoga. Kelly Moore will lead you through poses transforming your body and mind. Feel the sunshine on your skin as she instructs breath techniques, muscle control, and releasing tension. Living Yoga now in stunning HD, only on Comcast Entertainment Television.
Back here at Sand Creek Stadium, Colorado Springs, 2-1 our score. We're at the half. The Switchbacks leading Sacramento by a count of 2-1. Josh Howe, Roland Vargas back here in the booth. And Roland, lots of highlights in the opening half and lots of scoring. 3 goals between the two teams.
Plenty of goals, plenty of highlights, even a couple yellow cards and a bit of a spat on the far sideline thrown in there. So we see Sacramento Republic starting earlier. Stewart with the goal off his left peg perfectly into the upper 90. Nothing David Legoric can do. Bit of a courtesy dive there from David Legoric. No chance he was stopping that one as we see Stewart wheel away in celebration. But the goal might have come just a little bit too early for the Sacramento Republic. We see there the foul there committed. Yellow card there early. That was Miguel Gonzalez with that foul. See the Sacramento Republic pushing forward. You see here, here's the first goal. Here's the penalty kick. Vukovic just reaching up with his left hand, preventing Mike Seth from getting on the back of that one. And Vercoloni would be the captain for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, who would stride forward, smash this one home with his right foot. McLean, who was fantastic in the first half, went the wrong way. Nothing he could do about that one as we see the fog machines. I promise those are fog machines, people of California. I know what you're thinking about legalization here in the state of Colorado, but those are fog machines as we see. Here's the spat on the far side with the captain getting into it a little bit there. That's Braun and Argueta getting into it, but nothing happened. Well done by the fourth official to regulate that one.
And Chris Christian, the physical play on the far side of Luke Vercoloni. One of the prettiest goals you'll see this season. Stop, McLean goes by, and Vercoloni, a great finisher, cashes in his 12th goal of the season. So the Switchbacks at the half leading 2-1, and as we mentioned, they have been strong in the first half, but great in the second half. They've been able to close the deal. Can they do it tonight? 45 minutes remaining here in Colorado Springs. We'll take a break, come back, get you ready for the second half of play from Sand Creek Stadium.
Doing what we do for a living, we have to give that extra mile, even when you think you can't. Because not only are we taking care of people, but we're taking care of ourselves. At Centura, it is a culture of health. And as a group, we've brought that to the forefront to demonstrate to patients.
See Juliana's inspiring story at CenturaConnected.org.
Dig in and let's eat. Coming this September only on CET. The Switchbacks continue to climb as they take on the Tulsa Roughnecks on August 5th. And last year's USL champs, the Sacramento Republic, on August 14th. The Colorado Switchbacks only on CET. This August on CET, Bronco season is right around the corner as they introduce to you the updates at Dove Valley and their new players. Then head to the rink to check out top inline hockey action at the Mission Bauer Invitational. Laugh out loud with the hilarious Improv TV Colorado. High school sports are ready to roll, and XSR will be there to cover it all. New season premiere August 30th. It's all this August on CET.
We made it!
Wow, look at that.
Back here at Sand Creek Stadium as we are ready to start half number 2. The Switchbacks leading Sacramento Republican FC by a count of 2-1. Josh Howe, Roland Vargas. Roland, boy, if half number 2 is anything like the opening 45 minutes, we are in for a good one. Entertaining soccer here on a Friday night in Colorado Springs.
One of the best halves we've seen in the entire USL Western Conference season this far, whether that be from the Republic or from the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. It's been a fantastic, fantastic half for soccer by both teams. Sacramento are going to look to start this second half fast, just like they did the first half, look to get up a goal, try to even this one here at 2s.
I'd like to welcome all those of you watching on CET and Comcast Hometown Network in Sacramento. And of course, KRDO News Radio 105.5 FM at 1240 AM and all around the world on the web, YouTube, streaming all Switchbacks games live and Sacramento games live this season. Opportunity here for the Switchback in the opening part of the second half. Miguel Gonzalez moves in, and a great takeaway there by Sacramento.
That was Daly there coming across center back, just cutting in front of Miguel Gonzalez, who was looking to bring that ball in on his right foot, possibly get a shot off on McLean, who was excellent in the first half, as we talked about during the halftime. Just unlucky there for Miguel Gonzalez, but well marshaled, well defended there by Daly.
So Sacramento playing the ball at midfield, down a goal here. Again, the Republic FC, top of the second half, they've been outscored 16-15 of their opponents in half number 2. Good run here by Sacramento, but on the back end, that's Jordan Burt able to win that ball. Now Herrera, ball taken away there. Good tackle by Shin Harada near side, played by Clementa. And he gets through the box, and top of the 18, Harada plays it over to Luke Bercoloni.
Another fast start from the Sacramento Republic to begin this second half, just like they did in the first. They're all over the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Got an early cross in there within 2 minutes of the second half whistle going off, but the Switchbacks are more alert to it, more keen. Ronnie Argueta dropping further back, right on top of his 2 center backs there for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, just trying to block up the middle of the field there as we see Miguel Gonzalez giving away the free kick. Miguel Gonzalez has got to be careful. He was booked early in the first half. He's just got to be careful not picking up too many fouls, doesn't want to force the referee's hand there to bring out a second yellow card.
Good ball, but better defense on the far side by Clay Bejarano. Sacramento will throw it in. Far side again. Sacramento comes in 33 points, tied for 5th in the Western Conference standings, top of the 18. Sacramento controls. A little bit of room to work, and chipped away, and now from the corner, shot, low bouncer, and it's deflected out by David Agoric, and good help on the doorstep as the Switchbacks cleared out for the moment. Burt now gives it away. Opportunity here for Sacramento, top of the 18. Flicked over, shot ricocheted up, and here we go. Miguel Gonzalez down the seam now to Shin Harada.
That was an excellent block there by David Agoric. I know he gave up the rebound, but that was deliberate. He didn't want to try to catch that ball with all the rain, all the water that was on that ball. So he deliberately palmed that one into an open area out there for Jordan Burt, as we see here on the replay. David Agoric, he could have tried to catch this one, but he was worried about giving up the rebound. He deliberately pushed that one out. Jordan Burt there over on the cover.
And Justin brought a good shot. Strike by the captain low, and as you said, a wet night tonight. This one delayed, in case you're joining us late, an hour and 20 minutes by rain and lightning that rolled through. Field, though, in good playing condition. A little bit of moisture out there still. And
well done.
Vercaloni the win. Here comes Luke. He's got space. Luke, top 18, gives it off to Miguel Gonzalez. Gonzalez stops, and that ball backside at the last second, cleared out of there by Mickey Daly.
I'm not sure that one was going in, but Daly was taking no chances. That ball could have been whipping wide to the far post there, but Miguel Gonzalez found himself in acres of room, using his left foot, not his experience on his left foot, pulling that one across. Don't think that one was going in, Daly. Well done.
Shot off the post on the right side. Ricochets high into the air.
What a blast that was by Luke Vercaloni as the ball comes back to Vercaloni, who has a second bite, maybe a third bite at the cherry here for Vercaloni. Lays it off to Shintaro Harada. Well saved there by McLean, but what a strike that was by Luke Vercaloni, the captain, going for his hat trick, the natural hat trick, 1, 2, 3 in a row. Fantastic strike, crashing off the upper 90. McLean beaten all ends up as we've got an injury here to a Sacramento Republic FC player.
And what a sequence by Colorado Springs. The tempo continues to pick up here for the Switchbacks.
As you can see there, the Luke Vercaloni, what a shot. McLean was beaten right into the upper 90, right off the crossbar, crashing into the crossbar. Vercaloni got a second shot at it, but looks like Mirkovic. It is Mirkovic who took that shot right to the side of the head. He's just going to need a little bit of treatment here. Trainer's on. Good thing Jose Mourinho's not watching this one. He'd fire the doctor after this, after what Jose Mourinho's been doing recently for Chelsea. But good to see Mirkovic walking this one off. Took a nasty one right to the side of the head. Both sets of fans here giving him an ovation as he walks off the field. Hopefully he'll be okay and able to continue in this match.
So Ivan Mirkovic exiting here in the 50th minute. His team trailing a goal. And the Switchbacks so close to going up 3-1. That was a big dodge for Sacramento.
See Jordan Burt there with the strike, point blank. Caught a little bit of his hand, caught a lot of bit of his temple there off Mirkovic, right in the side of the head. Nasty collision there for Mirkovic. He's just going to go off to the side, maybe get some water, try to brush the cobwebs out, see if he can continue here in the second half.
Great work in the truck by our replay crew, and of course, as always, great work up top by our camera crew here tonight. So 2-1 our score, 51st minute. David Agoric and company holding on to that 1-goal lead as McLean throws it out here for Sacramento. And the Republic FC in a hole here in the opening part of this second half. In case you just joined us, it was Thomas Stewart getting the scoring starter for Sacramento. Second minute blast put the Republic FC up 1-0, and then 2 consecutive goals by the Switchbacks. Luke Vercellone buries a penalty shot, 21st minute. And then Vercellone, 38th minute, to put him up 2-1.
Mirkovic just going through a little bit of quick concussion protocol there on the sidelines, getting a couple notes from the coaching staff, just making sure the young man from Serbia is okay and able to continue in this game. He's one of 4 players on the Sacramento Republic FC roster from the former Yugoslavia, the 7 countries that formed after the breakup of the former Yugoslavia. Mirkovic, a huge population there in Sacramento and also in California of people from Croatia, Serbia, Montenegro, that kind of area, and Vukovic obviously from Serbia coming in here to the Sacramento Republic. He's still on the sidelines getting treatment, so Sacramento Republic FC playing with 10 men for now.
So the whistle on Chris Christian, and that foul set up by Justin Braun continues to push, and now a free kick coming up here in the 52nd minute for Sacramento.
Good feed by the big man there, the captain. Braun just beat Christian there. Christian stuck out his right leg, took him down. No card there, but this is a fantastic opportunity for Lopez to whip this ball in for Sacramento Republic.
Rodrigo Lopez, the leading goal scorer for Sacramento. He's got 9 this season. Free kick here on the near side is Miguel Gonzalez standing just in front of the 18. Just in front of the penalty box here. Rodrigo Lopez directing traffic with the left hand. Right-footed strike, curls it in. Good ball, and just a little too much on it. Goes through the end line, and again, Chris Christian in 5 position for the Switchbacks.
Well shepherded out there by Christian and David Legoric. Both players were over there making sure that ball was going to go out the byline. A little bit deep there from Lopez. It was a nice ball, nice shape on it, but just a little bit too deep there for number 21. That was Daly, the center back, coming in around the back. Just unlucky not to get on the end of that one.
So an opportunity goes by for Sacramento. And the Republic FC playing with it here against Sacramento. 33 points coming in. You got quite a stretch coming up after tonight. They've got Salt Lake and Tulsa at home.
Offside.
And it'll be switchback ball, and then they're on the road for 3 straight: Vancouver, Portland, and Orange County, and then wrap it up at home of the regular season against Arizona. Fans, if you visit the new USLsoccer.com website, get the latest news and live stats, and check out the new social media hub only on USLsoccer.com. You know, you take a look at that schedule rolling for Sacramento. Only one of those teams right now in the upper half of the playoff standings, but as close as these teams are bunched, there is no such thing as an easy game down the stretch.
Not in this USL Western Conference, not this year. Perhaps Real Monarchs, they've had a bit of a disappointing season, but all the other teams on the top of their game. It's been a very competitive USL Western Conference so far. Mirkovic has come back into the game. He was able to shake off that knock he took to the side of the head. So the defensive midfielder will continue here for the Sacramento Republic FC.
So free kick coming up after the foul.
And it was Mirkovic there, just dragging Vercellone down. Vercellone trying to get a second bite at that one, but Mirkovic just coming around the back. Referee quick to blow that one. It'll be Shintaro Harada as usual taking this free kick. Mike Seth coming over there to offer his opinion, maybe use the left foot to whip this ball in.
So Harada straight behind the ball, and Seth to the far side. 55th minute. Seth clears out. Harada drops it off. Bercolotti, great feed, and Boy, good position defensively. Sacramento able to intercept that ball, cut off the passing lane, and it'll be switchback ball to far side.
We've seen that a couple times this season from the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Just a training ground routine there. A little bit of trickery over the ball. One player stepping over it. Vercoloni trying to whip that ball out wide. Unfortunately for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, the Republic have obviously been doing their homework on the tape, and they were well aware of that one. They were able to block that one out very easily there, keep the Switchbacks out of their box.
So strong thrown by Bejarano, headed up, one hop, and McLean in perfect position, securing for Sacramento. They want to run.
They've got to break on quickly if they can get the ball out wide here quickly, and they can.
Across midfield, the Republic FC bring it up. It's Clementa. Room to work here on the near side. Clementa shades in. 3 defenders around here. Chips it off near side. That's defended well by Jordan Bird. Forces them to go up to the top, and Rodrigo Lopez clears it over to the far side. Been a well-played game by both these teams here tonight. Good discipline. 3 goals total, 1 penalty kick, and a couple of goals. One by the Switchbacks, and the other one coming from the Republic FC at the 2nd minute. It's Gonzalez across midfield. Now Chandler Hoffman, haven't called his name much here in the second half. He was phenomenal in the opening half, showing why he was a first-team All-USL selection in 2014 at the Galaxy 2. Argueta back to Phillips. Again, the Switchbacks after this one tonight. They have got quite a stretch coming up at Seattle, at Real Monarchs 2, at Portland, Austin at home, at Oklahoma City. They wrap it up against the Galaxy 2 in the finale September the 19th here at Sand Creek Stadium. Harada keeps his feet, and now the Republic on the counter.
Colorado Springs Switchbacks sure will be earning those frequent flyer miles after this game. 3 road games, a couple out there on the West Coast. It's going to be a long road trip for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, so they're desperate to get 3 points here at home tonight. Give them a good standing, give them a good foundation for that road trip.
Now Steve Tritchu has emphasized it down the stretch. Take care of home field. See how the road plays out, but try to stay on top of the Western Conference standings. As you can see there,
strange foul call that was made there by the assistant referee, Josh. Head coach Steve Tritchu of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks furious with the assistant referee for making a call there against Mike Seth for a little bit of a shirt tug that I didn't see on live camera.
Harada, good feet, just a little bit behind Argueta, and enough leg that Sacramento comes up with it. But boy, Chris Christian using that size gets up in the air to head that ball.
He's done very well tonight beside Josh Phillips, both of them fitting in perfectly, making a new defensive partnership. Unlucky tonight for J.J. Greer to miss out, but Christian and Phillips have been fantastic so far tonight.
Christian with the left foot. Now Miguel Gonzalez off to Argueta. He'll spin far side. Here's Clay Bejarano. Room to run for Clay. And the pace is definitely slowed here in the 58th minute.
As we see head coach Steve Tritchu here. Whistle go. You can see the moment. You can tell the exact moment the whistle went against him there for Steve Tritchu. Just having a couple pleasantries with the 4th official there on the sidelines. Lucky that the 4th official was a few meters away there from Steve Tritchu.
Tritchu has loved the way this season has played out. You're never sure in the inaugural season, but boy, he's done a great job in terms of scouting talent, putting him in the right position to be successful, and a good cross. It just misses down the seam. Was Thomas Stewart. Nearly an opportunity here for his 2nd goal of the game.
What a fantastic cross that was by Kilmenta, whipping that ball in with his right foot. Dangerous intentions on that pass. Unfortunate there for Stewart using his left foot. Very unlucky not to get on the end of that one. That was a fantastic cross in there from Kilmenta from his right wing back position.
So it stays a 2-1 game. Switchbacks out on top here on a gorgeous Friday night in Colorado Springs. From way out, the big blast headed high up in the air. Controlled now by Sacramento for a moment, headed up. David Agoric reaching up, and he secures and quickly out of the box and near side. Here comes Jordan Burt.
Well done there by David Agoric to keep that ball from going out for a corner kick for Sacramento Republic. Nice breakout there by Jordan Burt.
And physical play by Justin Braun. The captain wins that ball across midfield. Here comes Sacramento. They stop. Stewart spins back to the defender. Now near the court of the 18, Sacramento pushes up Braun to the center of the field. Shinrada up pressing for the Switchbacks. A good run here. Good possession by Sacramento, looking to even this one up at 2. It's the Switchbacks leading 2-1 here, 60th minute. Rodrigo Lopez, he's been quiet tonight. The leading goal scorer stays at 9 goals on the season for Sacramento. And a good
nice
win
tackle
there on the far side by Mike Seth. He hits the turf. No call. We play on.
Referee playing advantage there, letting the Switchbacks break out. See if Miguel Gonzalez can get on the end of this one. Unfortunately, he can't, but Mike Seth took a nasty one there on the far side after making that tackle.
And Seth moving slow on the far side for the Switchbacks, but he is up and moving. There's Lopez moving in. Good cross and nobody home.
Great cross there, wonderfully whipped ball there by Kila Mula. Easy for me to say, but that was a fantastic cross right across the face of goal, right across the 6-yard box. Unfortunately for him, there were no Sacramento Republic teammates to get on the end of that one, but what a cross there by the young man from Pakistan. That was a wonderfully weighted cross, fizzed right across the face of David Legoric's goal.
So a physical game, no surprise here tonight.
You see here Miguel Gonzalez getting on this one. He's into Jordan Burt. Jordan Burt taken down there. Referee just going to call offside. And I've got to give a shout out all Switchbacks fans. If you want to follow the Switchbacks, do a little bit more following your favorite team, follow the Back Chat Podcast. You can find them on Facebook, Back Chat Podcast, or on Twitter at Back Chat Podcast. Couldn't be easier. Back Chat Podcast. These guys do a fantastic job bringing players in, do a lot of interviews with the players, the coaching staff. They even had Dr. Molly, the Switchbacks trainer, on there last week for the podcast. They've done a fantastic job so far this season. It's a great way to learn about the Switchbacks as you see a substitution here for Sacramento Republic.
So Giese is in and Kalimula is out here in the second minute, or the 62nd minute. So Giese is in, Kalimula is off. And the Switchbacks play on, air to the quarter whistle, and that'll go the other way. You know, you talked about the access, and we'll get to that in just a second. Fans, a reminder, become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive league news and interactive content. You know, we have both had a chance to interact with the players at practice and off the field, and it is tremendous the accessibility that Steve Tritchie, the Switchbacks organization, of these players give fans, media members. They have been outstanding in their inaugural season. It really gives you that personal connection with the fans and the community here in their first season.
It absolutely does. We were out at practice last week. We saw some people out there from Fox, from the Gazette, from the Back Chat Podcast, as always, as I mentioned before. Tons of people out there following the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. They've been very open, and every time you go out to practice, you can see the cohesiveness, the friendship built among these teammates here. It's a really great unit and a really great team to be a part of.
And that ball strike from the top of the 18, ricocheted out. Shot taken there off the left foot of Danny Barrera. And flicked up by the captain, Justin Braun, and over the head, and right there, David Legoric, point blank, makes a tremendous stop.
Josh Phillips missed that one. I think the spin on the bounce took it away from Phillips. David Legoric there. Tried to throw it out there, but it was Stewart there on the volley. That bounce just lifted over. Josh Phillips, nothing he could do. Chris Christian coming in on the back, but David Legoric making a nice save on his near post. Fantastically saved there by David Legoric. Well done. He had a bit of a foul there. Lucky the referee didn't call it. He tried to throw that ball out, was able to catch it. Should have been called by the referee. I think the referee missed that one. He was just retreating there, but it was a fantastic save there by David Legoric at his near post, and really well taken out of the air on his left foot there by Stewart, the striker for the Sacramento Republic.
Legoric again, a 745 save percentage coming in, 38 saves entering this one tonight. Good ball, Braun. Try to get behind the defender, Jordan Burt. That's a great win defensively for the Switchbacks. And now Miguel Gonzalez hustles over to keep it in play with the Switchbacks.
Nice turn there by Miguel Gonzalez. Switchbacks just want to take the sting out of this one. Sacramento's coming into the game a little bit more. It's a bit of an errant pass there by Ronnie Argueta. The Switchbacks just want to get their foot on the ball here, try to take a little bit of the pressure away from their goal, if at all possible, for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Sacramento Republic doing better and better as this second half wears on, pressing further forward, really starting to boss this game around in the Switchbacks half. It's dangerous times here for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
And Roland, typically we see out of opponents coming from outside the Rocky Mountain area, outside of Salt Lake, they tire in the second half, and so far Sacramento has gotten stronger and stronger as this game has gone on.
You're right. It's a bit of an errant pass there. Chandler Hoffman might be on the end of this one.
Here's Hoffman, steps over the ball. Hoffman with the left foot. Miguel Gonzalez, quarter of the 18. Gonzalez sizes it up to his right, moves in, and the cross header, and he just off the mark. It looked like it was going in. Tough to tell from this angle. Chandler Hoffman to the receiving end, and that close to being a 3-1 game.
Miguel Gonzalez dwelling on this one. I was worried the defender was going to catch up to him, but what a fantastic cross there to Chandler Hoffman. Hoffman put off a little bit by McLean, who was coming out. Knees up, hands up there by McLean. Hoffman just wide to the far side of McLean's net. Desperately unlucky there for the Switchbacks not to steal a third goal in the break.
So that close to being a 2-goal lead for the Switchbacks. Instead, it stays 2-1, 65th minute. And Gork out to play it and goal, and another look at a near goal for the Switchbacks.
What a perfect cross there by Miguel Gonzalez, just clipped off the side of the head from Hoffman. Goalkeeper coming out, trying to take out Hoffman. It was a fantastic piece of goalkeeping there to try to put Hoffman off. Desperately unlucky for Chandler Hoffman just to put that one just wide to the far side of the net there. As the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC come forward again with Mike Seth. Hoffman's in again here.
Hoffman into the quarter of the 18, flicks it up, backside, headed up, and McLean secures. Boy, Patrick McLean has been outstanding here. He's given up a couple of goals, but boy, he has really kept this Sacramento team in it.
Speaking of outstanding, what a leap there by Luke Vercoloni. That was an NBA-style leap. Went straight over the back of his defender. Luke Vercoloni, not the tallest player in the world. Chandler Hoffman using his left peg to stand this one up to the back post. Luke Vercoloni rising majestically at the back post. Unlucky there. Another good save from McLean, as you said. Perfect positioning for the goalkeeper.
Vercoloni listed at 5'10", and getting the most out of that frame, leaping off the ground to try to head it in and put him up by 2. So another substitution, this time for the Switchbacks.
Davey Armstrong coming in. He's rubbing that Bengay into his shirt just to clear his nose up a little bit. Davey Armstrong coming in for Mike Seth. Mike Seth, this race is run. He's had a couple of nice flick-ons. He had a beautiful interaction with Luke Vercoloni for the second goal to send Luke Vercoloni away. Wonderfully done there by Mike Seth. Very well played hour and change from Mike Seth, but now Davey Armstrong, who was brilliant in the preceding game in Sacramento. He got the start there. He did fantastically well for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. He adds a little bit of tenacity. He's a little bit better defensively for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. He's going to come in, play on that right wing, really try to shut down the left-hand side, the attacking left-hand side for the Sacramento Republic FC.
And Armstrong goes to work immediately. Now Bayerano retreats defensively for the Switchbacks as Bayerano gets a foot on it. Now Vercoloni, here we go. Switchbacks look at a counter. Gonzalez, a little bit of room. He pulls back, and now they'll set it up with Josh Phillips. Strike right side and right into a Republic FC player. Sacramento now moving down a goal. Here to the Switchback end. On the back end, controlling with the right foot. That's Merkovic, and that ball sails out on the near side, and it'll stay Sacramento ball. Follow at USL on Twitter to become a League Insider. Join club conversations and have a chance at exclusive getaways. Thrown by Clementa. One hops, and Merkovic hits the turf. Quick whistle, and
foul on Harada there, just getting a little bit nippy with his feet there, just taking the back of Mirkovic.
Mirkovic, a tenacious player, always seems to be in the middle of the action.
He's really made that defensive midfield role his own here in the second half. That was Lopez that was started in that role, which I found a little bit strange in the first half, but Mirkovic has dropped deeper and deeper, and he's hanging right in front of his back four as he receives the ball here, the young man from Belgrade.
It's a good feed from Mirkovic. Now top of the 18. They'll drop it off right side. Opportunity here, and closing in quickly is Jordan Burt turning. David Agork secures. What a stop by the Switchback keeper, diving to his right. And the Switchbacks will control.
Good save there by David Agork, but even better held. Nice turn, nice shot there. David Agork able to snap that one up. No rebound there. Well held in the wet conditions. I feel a little bit guilty for talking about all this rain, obviously, with everyone watching in Sacramento. We wish we could send some of our rain out in California. We know what the people of California are going through with these horrible fires. We obviously had them here in Colorado Springs just a couple of years ago. It's been terrible drought conditions in California. So I do apologize for talking about the rain at every chance, but it is a very slick surface, and both goalkeepers have had a couple of butterfinger moments here dealing with the ball in these conditions.
And an unseasonably wet summer here in the Rocky Mountains. Jordan Burt here to the Sacramento end, chips it up just over the top of Miguel Gonzalez. Sacramento able to control here. 69th minute. It's the Switchbacks leading the Republic FC by a score of 2-1. Thomas Stewart gets the opening goal for Sacramento in the second minute, and then Luke Vercoloni, a penalty shot in the 21st minute to tie it up, and then Vercoloni again in the 38th minute. That's where we stand, 2-1 here. Late into the second half, Vercoloni, far side, Bayerano able to play with the right foot. Bayerano, quick touch. Now the shot from the quarter of the 18 and blasted high and out of play.
Davey Armstrong there with his first real action of tonight's game after just coming on. A little bit too anxious, a little bit too aggressive there on that shot. Just took that one too quickly, sliced under the ball, well over the net of McLean.
Sacramento, Lopez here to the switch back in. Good touch by Braun, but boy, Christian in fine position. Braun now plays it off with the left foot.
It's been fantastic, Chris Christian. I just hope the Atlanta Silverbacks aren't watching. They don't take him back because he's been fantastic so far in his 2 games with the Colorado Springs Switchbacks as David Legoric makes another catch in difficult conditions, as I said earlier, plucking that ball out of the air using Miguel Gonzalez here on the left-hand wing. But the Sacramento Republic pressing very far forward. Chandler Hoffman, good hold-up play, but that's Mirkovic coming across and taking the ball away from Hoffman there. Well played there by Mirkovic.
Mirkovic, a deceptively quick player. Just finds a way to get to the ball. He won that. And Sacramento controls here. They switch back in. 71st minute. Herrera working back to Mirkovic.
Very strong player as well. Most players from Serbia are. They have a reputation of being very physical players, the Serbians. Mirkovic, no different there, in a perfect position there. He shrugs off the challenge from Miguel Gonzalez. We can see exactly what I'm talking about. He's a well-built player. Mirkovic, not the tallest in size, but he knows where to be. He's shielding his back four expertly so far in tonight's game, and he's done a lot of good recycling here for the Sacramento Republic FC, the young man. Mirkovic, been a very good performance from him tonight.
Free kick coming up here for Sacramento. Rodrigo Lopez takes it, 71st minute. Lopez eyes it up. Mirkovic comes up from behind. A few words with Lopez, and now Lopez ready to take the free kick. Shallow part of the 18, and well played by David Legoric.
Very well played there by David Legoric. Gave his defenders an early shout, made his mind up to come for that ball. Very early claimed it well. See a couple of substitutes warming up on the Sacramento Republic bench, so obviously some more changes from the visitors here momentarily.
And headed back by Sacramento. Here's Vercodoni on the run. Vercodoni, and closed in by Sacramento in a hurry. One thing about it, not a lot of breakdowns defensively for Sacramento. They have a very disciplined team, and another look at a fine play by the keeper for the Switchbacks.
Giving his defender, you can see Josh Phillips there at the terror, set in the back of Josh Phillips with that loud shout from David Legoric, yelling keeper coming to clear that one. Josh Phillips, Chris Christian made sure they got out of the way. David Legoric claimed that one easily. Well played there by the goalkeeper.
And that ball, play by Rodrigo Lopez. Good cross top of the 18, headed out of there by Josh Phillips. And Christian Phillips, Bird of the back end, Bejarano. They have been solid defensively tonight in Colorado Springs. Seems like every week they do it with a different lineup, but the same results. Lopez turns. Now that's dropped off. Opportunity here for Clementa. And a whistle, and this one is going against Ronnie Argueta.
Ronnie Argueta just leaving his foot in there. Player hurdled him, just left his foot in. Player came down on top of his foot, fell over. It's a very dangerous position. Sacramento Republic have been unimpressive so far in this game from their set piece opportunities. They're going to have to either put this one on net or get a better ball into the box here.
Free kick coming up here. Rodrigo Lopez to take it for Sacramento. Republic FC trailing 2-1 here. 73rd minute in Colorado Springs. A delayed start tonight. Pushed back about an hour and 20 minutes due to weather that rolled over the Front Range here about 7 o'clock. Started at 8:20 here official time tonight. Lopez free kick, and he fires it high and out of play.
Just trying to catch David Legoric out with that one, pretending as if he was going to hit it to the far post for one of his teammates, but taking the strike down, taking the strike on. Easy for me to say as we see Saeed Robinson about to make his bow into this game for Miguel Gonzalez. Miguel Gonzalez been fantastic tonight on the left-hand wing for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, constantly cutting in using his right foot. Really well played game tonight by Miguel Gonzalez, but his race is run. 75 minutes of hard running there by Miguel Gonzalez. And now it's time for Saeed Robinson, the young man from Jamaica, to come in, give it all he's got here for the last 15 minutes, try to make an impression down the left-hand side for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
Oh, what a luxury for Steve Tritchew. One great player for another. Gonzalez exits, and in comes the explosive Saeed Robinson. And for Sacramento Republic FC, in comes Max Alvarez for the first time tonight. Rodrigo Lopez off the pitch here in the 75th minute. So Alvarez is in. Lopez is out for Sacramento. Vercodoni Not able to get there in time, but up for the back. Vukovic plays it for Sacramento. Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information.
Got some people on Twitter asking me what the schross is, what I was talking about about the schross. The schross, half a shot, half a cross, and in the end we get a schross. Hashtag Vargas Vope.
Well played, Roland. So obviously the followers out in full force tonight on Twitter. You know, that has been one of the beauties of the USL. The many platforms fans have been able to follow this league, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, obviously the USL website, streaming on YouTube, obviously on Comcast in Sacramento, CET Sports, and on the radio. So, boy, for a league that has seen tremendous success, the upside is so much greater in terms of the exposure for fans all across the country.
It is. It's great to have these games on YouTube. You can watch those almost anywhere. Watch them in the airport, watch them in your car, not while driving, of course. And you can watch them at home. It's fantastic to have this YouTube channel, these games brought to us in HD from all across the USL. I was watching a little bit of Rochester Rhinos, just seeing how good they were last weekend. It's just fantastic having these games broadcast on YouTube throughout the nation. It really brings the USL home.
Sacramento on the run here, down a goal, 76th minute. Republic FC. Big hop, ball put straight up in the air, and it goes over the crossbar. Boy.
Heart and mouth there for Dave Legoric. Had no idea where that ball was going. Just able to clear his crossbar and go hit the backside of the net there. Dave Legoric, thankful, clearing his gloves off. Obviously his gloves pretty wet here with these conditions, but Dave Legoric coming out here, punching that ball, just skipping off his fists. Chris Christian, Jordan Burt following that one back, and that one luckily for Dave Legoric going out for a corner kick, which Sacramento is going to take right now.
So another substitution for Sacramento. Augustine Kazara is in for the first time tonight for the Republic FC. Forward comes out, and Chandler Hoffman clears it with the left foot across midfield.
Just clearing that one to any space will do right there for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Got to push forward, got to reorganize that back four. It's been a little bit disjointed, but Ronnie Argueta just ushering his troops around. Luke Vercoloni very vocal on the field right now, just getting Colorado Springs Switchbacks set behind the ball here as Berea sprays that one out to the left-hand side.
Switchbacks looking to close it out. They did it 6 days ago in Sacramento. They scored in the 3rd minute, held on for the 1-0 victory, and boy, it is going to be as tough, if not even more difficult tonight. Sacramento has played well. They've had their opportunities, unable to cash in for the equalizer. Little touch and go. Vercoloni now. Back to Armstrong. Armstrong, rude to move, left side of the penalty box. Good cross. Vercoloni shoots and ricocheted out of there. The follow-up and a goal! Chandler Hoffman, his first goal in a Switchback uniform, and Colorado Springs leads it 3-1.
Luke Vercoloni unlucky not to get his hat trick there. The ball fell to the captain of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. He took a snapshot, brilliantly blocked there by the Sacramento Republic FC defense, but that ball came out to Chandler Hoffman. So you see the ball coming in from Davey Armstrong. Vercoloni with the shot right out to Chandler Hoffman. He hits it first time. Might have taken a small deflection on its way past McLean into the far side of the net, but what a finish there by Chandler Hoffman on loan from the Houston Dynamo. Brilliant finish for Chandler Hoffman. 3-1 Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Less than 15 minutes to go here at Sand Creek Stadium.
And the body language says it all. Chandler Hoffman elated to get that goal. Last year he scored 14 goals in 19 games with the Galaxy 2. This guy is a phenomenal offensive player and showing it there. And perhaps that is the final nail in the coffin. Still some time to go though, but the Republic FC have got to get going, down 3-1. Side Robinson on the move, far side for the Switchbacks.
What composure that was there by Chandler Hoffman. With that finish, took it first time with his instep, beautifully taken off of his right foot, just powering that ball with precision and pace right past the goalkeeper McLean. I think it might have taken a bit of a bump off of Vukovic. I can't be sure here as we see Davey Armstrong making strides down the left-hand side, waiting for his support, playing that one across to Vercoloni. Vercoloni firing that one in. I think that was Vukovic with the first block, and there's the follow-up shot there. Great camera work by our folks in the truck. Getting that one past McLean there was Chandler Hoffman for his first goal for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Let's see if we see Nemanja Vukovic coming out. Excuse me, Derek Foran coming in for the Sacramento Republic FC. Another player here, try to get some goals. Another more offensive player, bringing out a defensive player, bringing in a more offensive player, obviously, for the Sacramento Republic, as they're desperate. Try to tie this one up here at Sand Creek Stadium.
4 substitution of the half for Sacramento, and David Agoric securing for Colorado Springs, 80th minute. And the Switchbacks showing why they are atop the Western Conference standings. They have been impressive tonight, trailing by a goal early. They have stuck to their game plan, and here they are up 2 goals in the closing minutes of this one. There's Hoffman. Hesitates, gives it off Saeed, and look out. Oh, Saeed just offside. He had a ton of real estate out in front.
Just offside there by Saeed Robinson. Head coach Steve Tritchie not overly thrilled with that call, as we see J.J. Greer going through his final paces. He looks like he's about to come in for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks just to solidify this defense, just to add a little bit of steel and cement to this Colorado Springs defense here for the last 10 minutes and change here at Sand Creek Stadium.
Well played defensively by Josh Phillips. It'll be Sacramento ball on the far side. Well, how good have the Switchbacks been this season? Now 43 goals this season, and looking for more. And a substitution here. J.J. Greer, he's been to the starting lineup multiple times this season, off the bench tonight, and spelling Ronnie Argueta.
Ronnie Argueta had a very good game, sitting right in front of his back four in the defensive midfield position, the Javier Mascherano position, if you will. Just coming out, J.J. Greer coming in, getting an ovation, and Nate Robinson will be coming in for Shintaro Harada. Shintaro Harada's looked a little bit tired the last few minutes. He's had a great game, though. Standing alongside Luke Vercoloni, making sure that Vercoloni has all the space in the world. That's because of Shintaro Harada's runs off the ball, but Nate Robinson will come in, just add a little bit of fresh legs here for the last 10 minutes for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
So in comes Nate Robinson. Robinson and J.J. Greer in. In the 82nd minute, that ball ricochets through the far side.
Chris Christian, wonderful positioning there. It was Stewart right behind him, ready to tap that one in right on top of right in the middle of the 6-yard box. But Chris Christian, fantastic positioning there to defend that ball, get it out for a corner kick, as we see here. Chris Christian, nice play by Barrera there, whipping that ball in. Chris Christian just flipping that one out right in front of Stewart.
Back to live action, corner kick cleared out of there. And now Sacramento dumps it to the 18 in front of the goal box. Opportunity, shot, and a goal. Sacramento has cut it to 1 here in the 82nd minute.
What a finish that was. Absolutely no chance there by David Agoric. He's furious with his defenders. Nothing they could do to stop that one. That was number 21 there on the finish.
Mickey Daly.
Mickey Daly. It was Mickey Daly coming forward from the center back position. Nothing David Agoric could do. That ball just finds its way out to number 21. Glad there was a net there. A fan could have been killed there with the strength of that shot going through there, but nothing that David Agoric could do. Mickey Daly, Sonoma, California native, coming forward from his defensive position for that corner kick, and really giving us an interesting 10 minutes and a little bit of stoppage time. I assume there'll be 2 or 3 minutes, so I'd say 10 minutes plus here in this game here at Sand Creek Stadium.
They're going to call offside again, barely, and boy, Saeed again, that's the second time he's had a ton of room. As you can see, Sacramento with the equalizer.
Unlucky there, Josh Phillips throwing himself with the ball, David Agoric, but Daly just found himself in tons of room there, but I got to give credit to the Sacramento Republic defender there. That was an expertly taken ball. Great finish there. Powered it past David Agoric and into the back of the net.
And Roland, how about the effort of Sacramento? We have seen so many teams fold late in the game here at this altitude, over 6,500 feet here. And Sacramento's gotten stronger as this game has gone on. Credit head coach Paul Buckle and his Sacramento team. They have given it everything they have here tonight, and here they are, a chance to get a result. Down a goal, 84th minute. Closing stretch here at Sand Creek Stadium.
You're absolutely right, Josh. You've seen some teams here come here, get to the 70th minute, the 80th minute, and basically fold like a Venetian blind, but no doing here for Sacramento Republic. They're obviously a very well-drilled team, a very physical team, and they've got the stamina to maintain here at altitude, and they're pressing for an equalizing goal here.
Top of the 18, cleared out of there, and there's Chris Christian. And that ball last touched by Colorado Springs. Nice crowd on hand here tonight. A little over 3,100 in attendance. And again, this is a game where the Switchbacks fans had to clear the stadium for over an hour, but they stuck around, hung out in the cars, and here they are in full force trying to root them on to a victory here. It would be a big one to secure the top spot, at least at this point of the season. looking to break that 40-point barrier. 38 points coming in for the Switchbacks. Sacramento down a goal here. 85th minute opportunity shot, and that's a high blast. Sails over the crossbar.
Mirkovic there just getting a little bit too anxious, trying to take a shot from outside the 18, flying over David Legoric's crossbar, not putting the goalkeeper obviously under any pressure with that kind of a shot from Mirkovic. He just strode forward from his defensive midfield position, got a little bit anxious there for the shot, but as you were saying, a very good crowd. And as we were talking about at halftime, obviously it's the first preseason game of the Denver Broncos tonight, so it's a very nice crowd here coming out in Colorado Springs. Denver Broncos, NFL, not something that the fans in Sacramento would know too much about. I'm just kidding everybody out there in Sacramento. I know Los Angeles is getting a team here, and you've got the Santa Clara 49ers, or San Francisco 49ers if you want to call them that, but Broncos very well supported out here in the Rocky Mountain region, so it's a fantastic crowd here with the Broncos playing their first game tonight, over 3,100 in Sand Creek Stadium. They've been a very loud crowd, and we have a great supporter section on the far side of the stadium from Sacramento Republic. They've got their flag flying, they've got some banners. I think I even heard a vuvuzela coming from the Sacramento Republic fans over there on the far side, so very loud fans. Not too many traveling from Sacramento, but the ones who did, very loud tonight here at Sand Creek Stadium.
And Phillips in 5, position to the corner, and that'll be switchback ball here. 86th minute. Jordan Burt to play it in for Colorado Springs. So this thing has got interesting in a hurry. The Switchbacks led it 3-1 to the 78th minute after Chandler Hoffman buried his first goal of the season. And then Mickey Daly has tightened it up, getting a goal in the 82nd minute to make it a 3-2 game, but a substitution here. Here comes the veteran Aaron King, spelling Chandler Hoffman.
Chandler Hoffman, his race is run. Fantastic goal to give the Colorado Springs that 1-goal cushion. Now Aaron King, the usual starter, he's going to come in, played some high school ball in the Denver area, very familiar with playing up at the altitude here in the Rocky Mountains. He's just going to give the Sacramento Republic FC defense something to think about here the last few minutes of this game. Try to ease the pressure on the defense of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, because the Republic really are pushing here for an equalizing goal.
And Aaron King, a guy that has gotten stronger as this season has gone on, 6 goals. As Phillips clears it with the left foot, just past the right foot of Vercalone. Good tackle there by J.J. Greer. Now King stops, good feed. Here he comes down the near side. Opportunity for Davey Armstrong. He's got room on the left side. Armstrong to his right, fights through it. Armstrong to the top, J.J. Greer to his left, and a ball last touch by Sacramento will stay into the corner. J.J.
Greer's okay with that. That'll take precious time off the clock for Sacramento Republic. He'll win a throw in. J.J. Greer will for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. J.J. Greer finding himself in an unusual position, playing in the midfield, but J.J. Greer more than willing to take that ball to the corner, just run out some time. Davey Armstrong with the break there. It was a fantastic break. Well defended there by Daly, the man who got the fantastic second goal for the Sacramento Republic, but J.J. Greer quickly onto that one, winning the throw in for the Switchbacks, taking at least 60 seconds off the clock here, just letting this clock wind down here toward 90 minutes as the Colorado Springs Switchbacks now have a corner kick.
And you can see the well-timed substitution by Steve Tritchu. That was King who just came in. You, of course, had Davey Armstrong and J.J. Greer all with fresh legs, and right now trying to close the deal for the Switchbacks, looking for the final nail to try to put this one on ice. Holding to a 1-goal lead, the Switchbacks in the corner battling. That's Nate Robinson.
Just holding the ball there in the corner, as I said, trying to run down the clock, but well won back by the Sacramento Republic. They're going to try to pump this ball forward as quickly as they can here in search of that 3rd goal for Sacramento.
A little bit of space for the Republic FC. Turning now across midfield. Sacramento now on the counter.
Well played. It's a good break by Sacramento so far.
Now they'll leave it off over the back, and this is Clementa. And in front of the penalty box, take it away. And Vercalone drops it back to Jordan Burt. Vercalone hits the turf, a whistle, and a foul on Danny Barrera, and suddenly getting chippy.
No need for that there. Barrera just giving Luke Vercalone the hands up and then giving him a little bit of a shove. Vercalone responding with a shove in turn. No need for that. Referee right on top of that one, just calming both players down there as you see Barrera pulling Luke Vercalone up more than giving him a hand up. Vercalone not exactly thrilled with that from Barrera. Referee right on top of it there. Good refereeing again.
Long ball is Switchbacks not able to win it. Sacramento still with an opportunity, but time ticking away here. 89th minute. We're going to have a little bit of stoppage time. We'll wait for the official amount. Looks like it's going to be about 4 minutes of stoppage time, so still plenty of opportunity here for Sacramento.
Settle
and now
down.
a big push from Sacramento. And Armstrong comes up
No need for that. The referee already had the yellow card out to book Davey Armstrong. There was absolutely no need for that. Nate Robinson comes in here, lays a shove on the Sacramento Republic FC player. Let's just wait until Josh Phillips gets in the middle of this one to try to calm everything down. That's the player I'd least like to meet in a dark alleyway. But Davey Armstrong there is definitely going to get the yellow card for the initial foul. Luke Furcoloni, well done there, calming everything down. Not so well done by Braun, the captain of Sacramento. He looks like he's trying to rile everything up, but referee right on hand. He's going to give Davey Armstrong a yellow card for the initial challenge.
Now Syed Robinson, the captain.
It's a red card. It's a red card for Davey Armstrong. The referee giving a straight red card to Davey Armstrong, which I find absolutely ridiculous. I don't see where he's getting that red card from. Davey Armstrong, he initially had the yellow card out. The referee did coming across to give Davey Armstrong the yellow card for the foul, but he's given Armstrong a straight red card there. Davey Armstrong sent out of this game after just coming on as a substitute. Red card for Davey Armstrong by the official, and I'm going to have to see a replay on that one. I'm not sure what that red card is for. It cannot be for the first challenge. That first challenge was late. It was a little bit high. It was a definite yellow card. The referee had the yellow card out of his pocket, but a red card for that one. I don't know where that one comes from. Davey Armstrong now is going to be suspended for a couple games.
Well, this one's starting to tail spin here, out of control in the closing moments. We're into stoppage time. It looks like we'll have at least 5 to 6 minutes of stoppage time. Red card here, so -1 here for the Switchbacks. Closing moments, stoppage time, Armstrong out. Things getting chippy here. Stoppage time is the Switchbacks lead at 3-2, try to hold on and secure another win over Sacramento Republic FC.
And it's been such a fairly played game by both teams up until this point as the ball goes out here for a Heineken corner kick. It's been such a fairly played game. Both teams playing with great sportsmanship from Sacramento Republic and from the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. We've seen a couple of yellow cards as the Sacramento Republic here are going to take the Heineken corner kick. But that was a shocking red card there given by the referee after he initially pulled out the yellow card for Davey Armstrong.
Sacramento on the Heineken corner kick, left-footed strike headed out of there, and Josh Phillips in possession again for the Switchbacks.
No messing around there from Josh Phillips, as we've seen all season, winning that ball fantastically well. Colorado Springs Switchbacks have to push forward, though. They cannot be this deep on top of their goalkeeper.
Good ball to the box, hops up and in. Sacramento, unbelievable. They have tied this at 3 goals apiece.
And it was all because of how deep the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC defensive line were. David Legoric desperately trying to push his defenders up. That ball whipped in by the right foot. Nobody got a touch on that one, straight into the back. David Legoric couldn't dive, couldn't try to make a save on that one as he was waiting for a potential flick on in the box. As we see that ball driven in with the right foot. Goric waiting there to see if anyone makes a touch on that one. Just skips off the surface and skips into the back of the net. 3-3, Colorado Springs Switchback, Sacramento Republic FC.
Gabe Gissy gets the goal, and we are tied up, so another stoppage time goal given up by the Switchbacks. We saw this in the home opener against Oklahoma City, a chance for a result, and instead, in a push to the far side there, we play on. The Switchbacks came up with nothing. Here we are, tied up at 3, still an opportunity.
Switchbacks bench furious on the far side there. Syed Robinson has gone down. There was a punch off the ball there, I think, there. The Sacramento Republic player gave Syed Robinson a little bit of a forearm shiver to the back. The referee's going to go over and talk to the 4th official. I would not be surprised to see a second red card coming out here. The Switchbacks bench is absolutely incensed as Syed Robinson is laying prone on the ground there. Took a shot to his liver off the ball there. Furious, the Switchbacks FC bench here. Referee talking to both officials, talking to the 4th official. Not sure what he's going to call here yet, but Syed Robinson definitely took a forearm shiver to the liver there on the far side of the field.
Well, things starting to get out of control here in stoppage time. We're tied up at 3. Gabe Gissy gets the goal in extra time for Sacramento. They have rallied from a 3-1 deficit. And there's Bayerano battling on the far side. Josh Phillips sends it back to David Legoric.
Game has absolutely gotten completely out of control here the last 10-15 minutes. Bad goal kick by David Legoric. Well marshaled there by Luke Furcoloni. Switchbacks pushing forward down the right-hand side.
Here's
Syed Robinson.
He's got room. Syed works at far side, approaching the penalty box. Syed moves in, crosses over, shot, and just missing the outstretched foot. The Switchbacks had a golden opportunity. J.J. Greer was in prime position position, but he could not put it away.
Jordan Bird coming around there on the far side. Great move there by Saeed Robinson on the far side. Saeed Robinson shaking off that earlier knock, taking the defender to the byline, whipping that ball across. J.J. Greer, Jordan Bird there, right there at the far stick, unable to get his right foot on the end of that one for the winning goal. Desperately unlucky for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. And what a crazy 15 minutes we've had here from both teams. Crazy soccer here to end this game at Sand Creek Stadium between the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC and the Sacramento Republic. What a game.
What a game. And right now tied up at 3. And that is going to do it. Unbelievable. Well, a bitter finish for the Switchbacks. They had victory in their hands, and instead they'll walk away with just 1 point. They get the draw. What a finish here in Colorado Springs. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap this one up. Sacramento, the Switchbacks end in a 3-3 tie.
Headed to the mountains? Watch Good Morning Vail now on CET Comcast Entertainment Television for everything you need to know before you hit the slopes. Good Morning Vail, your local resource for mountain weather, snow totals, and travel conditions. We'll be your guide from the first chairlift ride to the final run of the season. So don't miss the fun. Watch Good Morning Vail live every day at 7 a.m. on Comcast Entertainment Television. Good Morning Vail. Be in the know before you go.
The Switchbacks continue to climb as they take on the Tulsa Roughnecks on August 5th, and last year's USL champs, the Sacramento Republic, on August 14th. The Colorado Switchbacks only on CET. Out West is back for a whole new season of adventures around Colorado, coming September only on CET.
Well, a stun result here at Sand Creek Stadium. It ends at a 3-3 tie. The Switchbacks and Sacramento Republic FC both pick up a point. A hard-fought game. This is a game in which the Switchbacks led it 3-1 late in the contest, but they come up short. Josh Howe back here in the booth, and boy, a tough contest. This started out Sacramento in prime position. Sacramento gets the goal in the second minute. They go up 1-0, but then the Switchbacks battle back. Luke Vercoloni with his 11th goal of the season. That came out of a penalty kick, tied it at 1 apiece at the 21st minute, and then towards the end of the second half, Vercoloni puts in a gorgeous goal, his 12th of the season. Switchbacks go up 2-1. They were not done. They would add to that 78th minute. Chandler Hoffman tacks on another goal, so it's 3-1 Switchbacks, 3-1 through the 81st minute. 82nd minute, this game changes in a hurry. Mickey Daly for Sacramento buries the goal, so Sacramento within striking distance. They cut it to 3-2. We get to stoppage time. Things get chippy, and then off the bench, Gabe Gissy comes in, and Gissy heads it in, ties it at 3, and that is the way this one ends. Both these teams so closely matched. It was a hard-fought match, well played by Sacramento, well played by Colorado Springs, but in the end, it's a 3-3 tie. Both teams pick up a point. Let's go down to the field now. Roland Vargas standing by with one of the key players tonight for the Switchbacks. Roland.
Chandler, crazy 3-3 game. What did it mean for you to get on the score sheet finally for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks?
It feels good. You know, as a striker, you want to be scoring goals, and I was happy to get an assist in the first half to Luke, and then to get my own in the second half. gets me a lot of confidence moving forward.
It was an absolutely crazy end of the game. Any thoughts on the end? I mean, you guys had the lead there, but then the game just went absolutely nuts the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think we got to take a look at that because as the playoffs come, we have to be able to manage games better. This is a game at home. We're up 3-1 with like 15 to play. We got to get 3 points, and we have to take a look at that because that's not good enough.
Tough 3-game road trip for you guys now. How do you regroup and go on the road and try to get 3 points?
Recovery starts tonight. I think guys got to get sleep, the proper nutrition, and take care of their bodies. We got a good group of guys, and I think we're tested on the road as we showed last week. We won up in Sacramento, so it's going to be tough going to Seattle, but I think we can get points there as well.
Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Back to the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Roland. Thank you, Chandler. A tough one for the Switchbacks tonight. They had the 3 points in hand. Instead, they let it slip away. They come up with the point, but nonetheless, the Switchbacks still on top of the conference standings. For how long? We'll see how it plays out here this weekend. Let's take a look at some of the numbers from tonight's game. And as you might expect, an evenly played contest, 18-12 shot advantage for the Switchbacks. Time of possession, +6 in terms of percentage for the Switchbacks. Fouls pretty much even, but boy, towards the end of this one, it got chippy, and boy, that was advantage Sacramento.
It did get chippy, but as Chandler Hoffman just told me, the Colorado Springs Switchbacks really need to see out this game. 3-1 lead they had here at home. As you said, it did get chippy. Referee with the red card there. Sacramento was able to get the goal. Colorado Springs just down to 10 men. What a crazy end of this game.
Well, again, the Switchbacks miss out on an opportunity to close out and pick up the 3 points. But here's the good news. They're still atop the Western Conference standings at 39 points. Sacramento, they pick up another point. But again, this week a lot could play out. The Switchbacks could be sitting at second or third by weekend's end. But the bottom line, they're still in position to try to achieve their goal, getting one of those top 2 spots in hosting. And for Sacramento, it's mission accomplished. They come to altitude and they pick up a point playing a team for the second time in 6 days.
Indeed, and as I said earlier, they were down 3-1. Fantastic for Sacramento to come back, get the equalizer. They'll be thrilled with a point tonight as they go to sleep here in Colorado Springs. It's going to feel like 3 points for Sacramento Republic.
And how about the job Paul Buckle has done? This is just his 3rd game as head coach in a little over a month. They pick up the win against Seattle. A loss to the Switchbacks this week, but a bounce back. But this team has adjusted well. They continue to chip away in defense of that USL title.
Indeed, 2 games against the Switchbacks, 1 point. They won't be thrilled with that, but that will be enough given the performance that they put in today at altitude against a very difficult Switchbacks team, a free-flowing, high-scoring Switchbacks team. So Sacramento Republic really are making a push going into the playoffs, looking for that top 3 spots. They can host some games, and they're really impossible to win in field at Bonnie Field there in Sacramento.
Well, no matter if you're in Sacramento here in Colorado Springs, there's no denying so many highlights from tonight's game.
Indeed. Right off the bat, we had a goal inside of 2 minutes here from Sacramento. We had goals right at the end. There were yellow cards, there were red cards, there were shots off the post, there were shots off the crossbar. What a fantastic game for the fans of the USL, fans of soccer in general. As we see here on the highlights, just inside of 3 minutes here, Sacramento Republic, Stewart able to get on the board. That peach of a shot going upper 90. Absolute perler of a shot, as Paul Buckle would say. David Lagoric, courtesy dive, no chance there by the goalkeeper. What a fantastic shot that was by Stewart on the opening goal.
So that set the tone for Sacramento, and they continue to press and press. Physical play on both ends for the entire night. But, you know, the Switchbacks continue to play their game, and eventually they would break through as Sacramento, as you can see early on, some opportunities to add to that 1-goal lead.
Indeed, and here was Miguel Gonzalez cutting in on his right foot, playing this ball across, and that was Vukovic there, had to make the handball, picked up a yellow card. Could have been a red card there. The Switchbacks would be a little bit angry that wasn't a red card, but Vukovic picking up the yellow card, keeping that ball off the head of Mike Seth. Luke Furcoloni coming through, finishing that ball, penalty kick, tying the game at 1. That was a great penalty kick by Luke Furcoloni, as you've seen many times so far this season.
His 11th goal of the season, and Seth nearly puts in another one. That would have put him up 2-1. But this does, and well, later on we would see it. As you can see, Ronnie Argueta battling on far side, and the captain, he was in it all night, Justin Braun for Sacramento.
Don't think any Christmas cards will be exchanged between those two, Braun and Argueta there, as we see more physical play there from Braun, but Braun did fantastically well tonight. You see the second goal from Luke Furcoloni. You think I'm going right? No, I'm going left. He goes right around the goalkeeper, leaves him for dead, finishes that ball as the defender comes back trying to get on the end of that one. 2 goals for Luke Furcoloni. Fantastic shot by Mike Seth. McLean was fantastic all night. This game really could have been 4-1, 5-1 Colorado Springs Switchbacks, but the goalkeeper for Sacramento Republic did a heroic job in goal tonight.
And you can see there Miguel Gonzalez off the left foot, nearly slipped one in, ricocheted out, and both teams with great opportunities there is McLean, one of the saves of the night, as they try to get it into the corner there. And Vercalodi, no. And opportunities on both ends. And, you know, you got to credit Sacramento. They just kept coming, and eventually they got a point.
Stewart was unlucky to get on the end of that cross there. Stewart with the left-footed finish there. That ball bouncing over Josh Phillips' head. David Legoric there making the save. Miguel Gonzalez coming forward, floating a beautiful ball into the far stick. Chandler Hoffman unable to put that one on net. The goalkeeper coming out doing just enough to worry Chandler Hoffman there. Chandler Hoffman putting that one wide. Unfortunate there for the striker by the Switchbacks FC. Jordan Burt getting turned around a little bit. Quick shot there, well held by David Legoric.
And Armstrong comes in, and boy, this nearly sealed it there. Vercalodi turned away, and they put it in. And an opportunity for the Switchbacks to try to close this one out. But boy, just tremendous play. And you can see there the put away Chandler Hoffman. What a first goal with the Switchbacks.
And what a finish that was for Sacramento Republic by Daly. The big man came forward for the corner kick. Absolutely launched that ball into the back of the net. I'm surprised that net's still hanging on to those goalposts there after that finish. That really quieted the Colorado Springs Switchbacks crowd for that second goal to go in there for the Sacramento Republic. And of course, the third goal really took it out of the crowd here at Sand Creek Stadium. As we see here, this ball coming in with the right foot, taking a bounce. David Legoric had to wait, see if a Sacramento Republic player was going to get on the end of it. Unfortunately for Sacramento, there wasn't a player to get on to the end of it, but fortunately for them, that ball goes straight in past David Legoric. 3-3. Striker gives David Legoric a little bit of a press, a little couple of words, Ronda Rousey style, as David Legoric is lying prone there on the ground. Nothing the Colorado Springs Switchbacks could do to prevent that goal. 3-3, perhaps a fair result here at the end at Sand Creek Stadium.
Well, credit Sacramento. They never folded, but boy, credit the Switchbacks. They get 4 points in 2 games against Sacramento. Here they are still atop the Western Conference standings. Well, partner, it's been a great one tonight. For my partner, Roland Vargas, and our entire crew, I'm Josh Howe saying good night from Sand Creek Stadium in Colorado Springs. This one ends in a 3-3 draw.